Good evening, my fans. One more time to Play Red Live Copa del Rey edition because, yes, Copa del Rey is still underway. There's just 4 teams left in it, and we are one of them. So, welcome to the Don Mosh Stadium for this first leg of the semi-finals. The 5th semi-finals for Real Mallorca. The club was founded 108 years ago, so this is definitely a very historic day for the club. So the team arrived just a couple of moments ago, and the reception was absolutely brutal, absolutely fantastic. We've got Jaume Costa on your screen there, Abram Pratt, who was a key figure in victory in the quarterfinals against Girona. You can see Morlanes on your screen right now, a man who has definitely carved out his space on the team as well. Omar Mascarell, Sergi Darder, very, very heavily concentrated. So they go, lots of tension there on their way to the locker room. So as we said, good evening to you. Today is Play Red Live once again at the semi-finals of the King's Cup. And I'm in very good company tonight. I'm with 2 absolute legends. We like to surround ourselves with club legends. We're here with Johan Stankovic and Chisco Campos. Good evening to you. Yeah, we're good. You nervous? Well, I mean, it's the kind of evening that's bound to make you nervous. I'm guessing that you're pretty chilled. You usually are, but are you nervous? Yeah, I'm a bit nervous actually. I mean, you have to be a bit. It's not something you see every day or every year. But for you, I guess it's more common than for other people. Yeah, but still, a semi-final in the King's Cup is a beautiful event. And if we reach the final, then I know we're going to have an amazing time because Mallorca fans always respond. I remember the day that we were in the final, there was about 25 to 30,000 fans. So this is an amazing opportunity, especially today. Of course, we are playing at home, and we have to try and get as many goals as we can in aggregate. So, Damian, your pitch side, what's the stadium looking like? So it's the stadium is definitely filling up very, very quickly, kind of quicker than usual because everybody is aware that today is such a historic day and the magnitude of this situation. So you've got the goalkeepers already warming up now on the pitch. Dominic Grave. And we are expecting an amazing atmosphere in the stadium today. Well, and for whoever was not able to make their way over to the stadium, that is why we are here to bring you all the information about everything that happens today in the stadium. And we've got Rocío outside the stadium for us. Yes, good evening to everybody. The atmosphere is incredible here. There's so many Mallorca fans outside the stadium right now. We've got Xavi here with his friends.
Bueno, ja crec que el partit d'avui és un regalo per tots els mallorquinistes que han patit molt durant tot el temps.
All my fans have struggled so much. So many relegations. And today is a match story. It's so high pressure, but we just trust the team so much. And I think it's going to be a beautiful evening in San here today, and the players are going to give us a lot of good moments. So there you go, hoping that
mos intenten posar darrere, cantar, i és normal, és un dia històric, avui ho volem viure com cal, com es mereix, amb molt d'ànims, l'afició darrere, i és que és molt important el factor som moix.
A Mallorca!
Efectivamente, en Mallorca, gracias Rocío, sí, el factor Somos es importantísimo, lo sabe también Javier Aguirre, lo sabe este hombre que ven en pantalla, Dominic Grive, que como decía también nuestro compañero Damián, pues es el hombre de la Copa y va a estar en ese 11 titular que vamos a repasar ya. Los 11 elegidos por Javier Aguirre para afrontar.
So we're going to go straight to the starting lineup chosen by Javier Aguirre for tonight's semi-final. So we're up against Real Sociedad today, and it's going to be Dominic Grive in the goal, line of 5 in defence with Gio Gonzalez on the left wing, Jaume Costa on the other wing, two central defenders, Martin Valiant, Nastasic and Corbide. Midfield today, for Samu Costa, who is now fully recovered, and he's going to start today with Dani Rodriguez, tonight's captain, and Sergi Darder. And then two strikers up top, Kyle Larin and Abdon Prats. So obviously today, very big characters on the bench for us. So of course we do have the absence of Pablo Maffeo because of an injury.
No és el mismo que l'últim partit en Bilbao, però sí, és que vàrem veure com s'han perdut Xisco en el darrer partit de Copa, per exemple, no? Aquell vespre màgic en aquella victòria contra l'equip que sí que és l'equip més de moda a nivell europeu, el Girona, per 3-2.
Sí, molt va anar bé aquest dibuix. En el final era una estructura, era un dibuix, una posició inicial, després jugo tot Samaon, però la veritat que aquesta pressió que vam implantar a dalt, amb aquests dos puntes tapant el joc interior, molt va donar resultat. Crec que els jugadors que ha posat Aguirre, diguéssim,
The both players that Aguirre
per feina. Està clar que ha dit a roda de premsa que
had, he has said in the press conference that it's 180 minutes long match because they had to take advantage.
Fue la pista que nos dio y ha cumplido el míster. Joan, ¿qué te parece el 11? Repite en principio. Bueno, al final el dibujo puede ser una cosa y luego el plan.
So at the end of the day, we are using the same formation as we had recently. Yeah, I mean that first half against Girona is just going to be a man-on-man thing of 45 minutes, pressure at the top. I think if we repeat the same pressure against Girona, the same intensity, I think we can definitely have a repetition of the kind of performance.
Bueno, el sistema, 5-3-2 que normalmente usa, o 5-2-3, esta vez jugamos con dos delanteros, con Dani y con Darder, que también, y con Samu, allí en medio campo vamos a tener muchísima calidad. Yo creo que un equipo, un equipo muy ilusionado. Yo creo que Mister hoy va a sacar un muy buen equipo, muy competitivo.
Eso sí, dos bajas destacables. Es verdad que, una ya viene siendo los últimos partidos, la de Maffeo. Hay una que es importantísima, que es la de Antonio Raillo. Sigue siendo, una defensa espectacular.
So of course, one of the main absences today is Antonio Raillo. Although Real Sociedad have more absences than us, I think with our goalkeeper Rajkovic as well, that's another one.
Fins a quin punt s'ha de notar, o no, esperem que no, una baixa un poc, podríem dir, potser fins i tot injusta, no?, per com se va produir l'expulsió, però fins a quin punt pot afectar que no hi sigui el capità?
Sí, potser va ser... Sí, va ser un poc la nota negra de l'altre dia, és a dir... Va ser una decisió
ja no només per complicar-te aquell partit, que al final se guanya, sinó per lo que venia.
Sí, sobretot per lo que venia. Jo entenc que aquí, al final, Raillo és insubstituïble, però és que entri donarà unes altres coses, però, evidentment, no m'agraden les comparacions, però
Of
està clar
course,
que
we do have, I don't like comparisons, but we do all have to play our part in leadership. And we know that the absence of REY is going to be a blow for the team, but we all have to pull together for this absence not to be too devastating for the team.
I nosaltres el que hem de fer a nivell col·lectiu que aquesta baixa no se noti.
Está jugando Nastasic con Copete y con Mali. No estoy jugando yo. Quiero decir, tenemos ahí a tres futbolistas de garantías.
No, lo que dijo Chisco, la verdad que REY han hecho un gran año y además sale después de una lesión y no se nota que estaba parado. La verdad que ha hecho un gran año y bueno, ojalá que hoy no se nota como su baja, pero bueno, con Copete, Nastasic y Valiente, yo creo que los tres.
So with Copete, Nastasic and Martin Valiant, I think all three of them are definitely going to rise to the challenge today. Well, and Nastasic, apart from everything else, we know that he's now got amazing acting talent as well, because whoever hasn't seen the second part of Operation Cartuja, then you've definitely got to get onto YouTube.
Sabe mucho de mallorquinismo porque es muy mallorquinista desde ben petit, es Toni Amor. Con él ha estado también Damián García.
We're going to go back to Damián García now, who is pitch side for us.
Un partido como este, con toda la carga emocional que tiene el recibimiento, una
a match like this, with all the emotional charge that they have, so many feelings, playing at home, semi-final. How are you handling it? Well, I think it's an easy match to handle because it's the kind of match that everybody wants to play. Everybody's going to give 100% with an extra motivation of having a newly renovated stadium like ours full of my fans. And I think that the only thing that we have to do is balance our emotions and stay fully concentrated. The motivation can't become something that goes against us. The team is always giving their all and their best, and hopefully we can get a good result today. So with regards to the starters, we've got Abdon on today, like Javier had said, and we're going back to the 5-3-2 formation that was so successful against Girona. Yeah, I mean, the team is adapting really well to different formations.
Es un poquito estar en nuestro campo, ser un poco más ofensivos, el poder tener dos referencias arriba.
And I think what we've got to be today is pretty more offensive.
Sobre todo en esta competición y esperar que nos salga un buen partido, pero bueno, al final no hay mucho.
And just hope for the best.
Otros partidos sí, en continuidad con los partidos de Copa.
Hoy sí podrá estar al menos en el banquillo Radonjic. ¿Qué nos puede aportar este futbolista o en qué circunstancias?
So we've got our new signing on the bench today. How do you think he can be useful for the team today?
Va bien al espacio, tiene buen tiro, remata con las dos piernas, tiene un buen remate de cabeza. Pero sobre todo es que nos va a dar mucha velocidad en todo lo que nos pueda aportar de aquí hasta el final de temporada, no solamente hoy. Vamos a ver la adaptación también de él, porque acaba de llegar, lleva tiempo sin competir, sin jugar y bueno.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been playing very often, and in recent times we've also got to be patient with him. Hopefully he can, he's not going to be at his best form from the first moment. But he's the kind of player whose features we don't have in the team right now, and hopefully he'll be really helpful to us. So, 2 matches on the semi-final. How are we prepared for this? We'll definitely not leave anything in the tank, but also to know that there's another match ahead, to have that emotional balance and take the match in the direction that we want in every moment. We know that Real Sociedad puts the pressure on really high up on the pitch.
Sobre todo que le podamos hacer daño en sus debilidades y intentar contrarrestar sus fortalezas, que son muchas porque es un equipo champion con grandísimos jugadores.
Pues muchísimas gracias, Toni, muchísima suerte.
Nada, gracias a vosotros.
So thank you very much, Tony, and very good luck to you. So Tony Amor, their assistant coach. Yes, so Tony Amor, they're the man of the King's Cup. We're now going to go back to Rocío Carretero. So, Rocío, who are you with right now outside the stadium? So I'm here with Romeo, and we were saying that it's not the first time that Mallorca reaches the semi-final of the Kings Cup. This is the 5th time for them. Do you remember any other occasions, and how did you experience them? Yeah, I mean, I've heard about the other times, and I've watched some videos, but especially I remember the arrival of it, and then for them reaching the final. And I remember going to the final. That was my first final in that sense. It was an amazing experience.
Una vegada que varen guanyar, ja ni pensareu, evidentment, partida doble, molt content, està clar, i ho record amb molta...
Of course, today we're really happy to have reached where we are.
Sí, ens centrem en el partit d'avui. Què consideres que ha de fer el Real Club Esportiu Mallorca per tal de guanyar la Real Sociedad?
So what do you think Mallorca needs to do today to beat Real Sociedad? Well, I think it'll be a bit difficult, but we're going to put lots of eagerness, lots of excitement in there. I think in a double match, we've got that handicap for sure. But different to Girona, I think, if we play the same as we did there, we can definitely do some damage today. And playing with the two players from Arta today, then I think that's going to be a really magical choice. So you are also from Arta. What do you think of the starting lineup then? I think Grafe played the other match against Girona. I'm really impressed with him. All the other players on the defense level, I think that they are definitely up for the challenge. And Abdon, he's always there when we need him. But Sergi as well, I think you can definitely tell all the time that he is that he's definitely he's really fitting into the team. So I really like the starting lineup that I've seen. I think the match against Girona, which I was lucky enough to see, I really liked it. I think, and yes, I think in the last match in the Kings Cup final, I left there feeling very confident in the performance that they did. So we've got some more fans here with us. So you are grinning from ear to ear. What are you feeling about the match today? We're really, really excited. Hopefully Mallorca will get a good result. And let's see if we can reach the final. Just really excited about it. We're also to see the new player and see how he does. Yeah, I've never seen him before. But yeah, let's see what he's like, because we need to score some goals. We're good in defense, but we're not scoring. Well, let's see if that is the case. So these are the feelings we've got in the stadium here. Yeah, good feelings there from the fans. So another fan, but a bit of a special one. Bit of a well-known face. And we like it because he was also at the opening of the stadium singing live. Marc Siggy, who is there with Damian. Lucky you. Yes, that's absolutely right. I am with a huge Mallorca fan, Marc Siggy. Good evening to you. Yeah, I've come on purpose to watch the match, so let's see how it goes. Nervous? Well, I wouldn't say I'm nervous. Not like before a concert, but yeah, I'm just really, really excited to see the match. I think it's going to be a 3-1 today for me, and yeah, I'm really excited. Were you more nervous in that concert on the 13th of January? What was it like for you to play in such a important place? Well, to me, like to take part in a historical ceremony from the Mallorca club, I thought it was a beautiful thing. I was walking around here now, and I just can't believe we've got this stadium. So, yeah, amazing. I've been a Mallorca fan since I was very young, so it was unbeatable for me. what do you think of the team right now? You know, to reach a King's Cup semi-final is an easy thing to say, but you know, Mallorca was in second B division until very recently. Well, you know, I think that there's a pretty firm, pretty impressive project, and they're looking after the club a lot right now. They're putting the club where it deserves to be. And we've just got to realize and be conscious of the fact that we hadn't been in this position for a really long time, so we're really lucky about it. So you're very confident for that 3-1. So do you want to say who's going to score? Abdon, definitely Abdon. He's got to score today. Well, thank you very much. We're going to let you get on with it and say hello to some fans as well. But I've just got to say that behind the camera, there are loads of fans that can't wait to say hello to Marc-Segui. So, yep, and Visca Mallorca. There you go, the words there of Marc-Segui, just as the Mallorca team come onto the grass now to applause from the fans. Yep, you had to really raise your voice there. Wow, the volume there, and there's, you know, over half of the stadium still left to be filled, but yeah, over half an hour left until kickoff time, and look how many seats are filled already. And as we said, all tickets were sold for today.
Seguro que también querrían saludar los aficionados si lo tuvieran cerquita a otra leyenda. Hoy tenemos a Chisco y a Jovan Stankovic.
So another legend that fans would be thrilled to say hello to. I think that he can hear us already. It's Leo Franco, who, among other things, won the King's Cup in 2003. Yes, here he is. How are you? Hi, good evening. So I guess you're going to watch the match. You're at home, but you are ready to switch it on. Yeah, I'm nervous. I'm excited. Trying to stay strong so that Real Mallorca reaches the highly anticipated final. So you actually did the draw of Mallorca versus Real Sociedad. Well, it wasn't, you know, the strongest rival. Maybe Atletico Bilbao, Atletico Madrid would have been a worse, but it's definitely not going to be easy. It's an amazing Champions League team that we're up against. Couldn't you just have, like, you know, got an easy draw? Well, you know, all I had to do was show the ball, because it's the team that had the least amount of King's Cup titles. So it was the only, so we were last to pick, and so I had no choice there. But I think, you know, the other ones, they're excellent teams too. Real Sociedad is similar to the last rival in the style of play, Girona, and we beat them in their way of handling matches. And I think that that can give the team a slightly more confidence. I hope that they perform well today. We know that the next semi-final will be away from Son Mosh, but hopefully today we can walk away with a good result. Exactly. I mean, obviously the result will be decided away, probably. But when you did your semi-finals, you won when you were away, but then you drew when you were at home. So how was your experience of that? Well, I think it depends a lot on the result. I think in the deciding moments, to have your fans supporting you is one of the strongest things. You know, Javier Aguirre was saying that he didn't care about the rival, but the draw went like it went. I think we've got to play the cards that we've been dealt. But I'm really sure that Mallorca can do some really good semi-final matches. Well, this was a private chat between us, but you said that you you didn't come over to Mallorca today because you were saving yourself for the final. Yeah, I mean, I could have come, I guess, but I know the coach. I know that he knows what these matches are like. Real Sociedad is one of the strongest teams in La Liga right now, but this is the King's Cup. This is 180 minutes. You know, the first leg is being played in Son Moix, the second one is in San Sebastián. And Javier Aguirre is really highly experienced in these kind of matches. And I think that we definitely have possibilities to get through to the final. So to reach a final, you have to be able to beat these kind of teams, right? Girona, in this case, Real Sociedad. 2003, you were up against Real Madrid. Well, there you go. Lots of whistling there against Real Sociedad, who've just come out to warm up. So in the semi-finals, it was the Deportivo, which was a really trendy team back then. I guess Real Sociedad is kind of fashionable right now. Do you feel any parallelism? Yeah, I guess there's some similar things there. You know, in our year, they were like some recent champions. Deport had a really strong squad. We were obviously confident because we'd knocked out Real Madrid. But at the end of the day, you know, to be a champion or to be able to win a final, I think this is a team that is doing things really well, both in La Liga and the Champions League. They're really looking really formidable in the group phase. And like I say, it's not just because I'm a Mallorca fan and because I'm really excited about Mallorca. Then, you know, it's just that I really believe in them. I think that they're a team that could do it. Well, that is it, Leo, isn't it? It's all about believing. So thank you very much for talking to us today. Part of the King's Cup winning squad of 2003. So, yeah, best of luck. Yeah, that's it. Fingers crossed. Okay, so good evening to you. I think we've got some more people to talk to. We're going to go over to Rocío first, who's outside the stadium. Yes, we are with Tomás and Andreu. They've come from Binissalem today. So what do you think Mallorca's looking like for this match? Well, I think it's a different team when they play in the King's Club, and I trust today that Abdon and 10 more are going to put on the same battle that they did against Girona. And if they do, then I think that's a pretty good result and pretty good premise for us to go to San Sebastián. So, of course, remembering that match against Girona, I guess the first half of you was incredible. Yeah, until the 69th minute when the penalty was whistled against us, I think it was amazing. I hadn't seen minutes like that from Mallorca in a very long time. How did you experience the last final that they were in? Well, I mean, really different experiences because, you know, 2 of our players were sent off one time. And then, like, you know, with Eto and Pandiani the other time, it was incredible. It's something definitely to be experienced. We've got to go to the Cartuja. Yes, we won against Girona. It was a unique match. What do you think of today's lineup? Especially considering when there's 2 semi-finals. Yeah, I mean, we're missing REY and Maffeo. And we will have him back for San Sebastian, which for me is better. I don't think we need him that much when we're here. It's also true that Maffeo is evolving really, really quickly, and he seems like he'll be back sooner rather than later. Oh, well, that's great then. I thought it was going to be. I thought that's why Nacho Vidal was with us. So let's see if he can be back soon. Oh, well, that's great because we'll definitely need him at the end of the season. So, Amanja Rajnovic or something like that, the new Serbian player. I think he looks really good. I like the fact that he's definitely, on his own wavelength. I hope that they let him play, but we're going to definitely have to get him in and let him find his position. So, Andreu, you watched the arrival of the players. You were really excited. So, what's this pre-match coverage like right now? You look really nervous, really excited. Yeah, there was a pretty good reception. I'm really excited. Let's see if we can win, and then we'll see how the other leg goes. The important thing is to win today. So, talking about Paulo Maffeo, as I think we're just going to go and see a message from him right now. Yes, over to Damian. Yes, we are here with Pablo. Good night to you. So first of all, how are you feeling? You're off crutches. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to be honest. I'm fine. Recovery is going well, better than expected. So yeah, good. I'm happy. So this type of match is when you struggle, on or off? Definitely off. When you're off the pitch, it's like when a lion is in a cage and he just wants to get out. That's the same kind of feeling. I would love to be on there, but it just can't be. But I trust the team 100%. For a player, what are those hours or days before a match like, when it's so high pressure? Well, I've seen a really calm atmosphere. It's really exciting for us, of course. At the beginning of the competition, nobody would have told us we would reach semi-finals. So just really excited. Obviously, the nerves that come with playing a match like this. But at the end of the day, it's a first division team, same as us, an amazing team. But we can beat them. So we're expecting an amazing atmosphere in Somos today, the same as the match against Girona in the quarterfinal. So for a player, the roar of the fans, I imagine, is felt really deeply. Yeah, definitely. I mean, when they cheer you on, you can feel it. When they don't cheer you on, you can feel that too. So, all we need to send a message to the fans. They need to be on our side tonight, and we're definitely the first people that don't want to let them down. Well, thank you very much, and best of luck to you. The words of Pablo Maffeo there. Really important player on the team who slowly but surely is recovering. Yes, and we are eagerly awaiting his return. So we are going to go over the starting lineup for Real Sociedad too, because there's been a lot of protagonists here. But of course, they also want to be in the final of the King's Cup. Not more than us, though. So you have on the right-hand side of your screen, you've got Ramiro in goal, Traoré on the right wing, Zubeldia and Lenormand will be in the central defence. On the left wing, Javi Galan. Midfield today for Zubimendi and Brais Mendez. Two wingers today with Barrene. And on the right-hand side, very beloved figure of Take Kubo, who is back from the Asian Cup against Japan. And out top today, Omar Sadiq. So lots of absences for Real Sociedad, especially the last-minute one of Oyarzabal. But they do have very lots of other players that are also unavailable today. They do have Kubo and Traoré back. So on the bench of the youth team today, they've also got some of those players. So the absences, of course, will definitely be noticeable, but I think it's definitely a starting lineup with that gives them some guarantees. I think today we just have to focus on our own match and our own performance. We need to definitely match the performance level that we had against Girona and hold them off for as long as we can.
Coneix competició, se coneixen entre ells. A priori és un rival molt fort, sabíem el que dèiem abans amb el Leo. A mi hi havia rivals a priori més forts, però d'igual. En el punt que estem, tots són forts i nosaltres també perquè estem aquí.
Exactament, t'anava a rematar amb això que has dit. Tots són forts
i nosaltres també.
Exacte. Incluyendo al Real Mallorca, Jovan. En fin, lo que dice un poco Chisco, en el banquillo vemos mucho canterano, quizás en el banquillo ahí sí que se va a notar la diferencia de las bajas de la Real.
So lots of youth teams today, there perhaps we could focus more on the absence of Real Sociedad, but even so, what a lineup.
Lo único, por la experiencia, normalmente cuando los jugadores vienen de la selección está un poco...
The only thing is that when the players come back from their national selections, they usually are a bit jet lagged, a bit tired. They don't know whether they're coming or going. So hopefully today, Kubo and Traoré will be slightly like that. And also Sadiq, I know him pretty well. Mendes as well, Marino. You know that's still a good team. But as a coach, I think that they have to forget who they're playing against today and go out 100%, and nobody will be able to beat us. I think we can get a good match out of it and a good result. So Zakarian, Andres Silva, Turrietes. I think in the second half, we should definitely be able to see the experience. Omar Mascaré, Murici, Morlanes, Antonio Sanchez. Lots of amazing figures on the bench too. But we're just going to go over to Damian, who is talking to Alfonso Diaz. Yes, we are here with our business CEO. Good evening to you. Yes, good evening. How are you? So, King's Cup semi-final, easier said than done. What do you feel right now? Well, just happiness to see everybody so happy to be here in such a special day. You know, 5th semi-final for us, and we hadn't been in this position for 15 years. So it's the kind of match that's there to be enjoyed, and we want the fans to enjoy it too. Because at the end of the day, all of this is for them. With the struggles of the club in the last decade, to reach this point means that the institution is definitely on the rise. Yeah, we're taking the steps and we're getting there. The new stadium is definitely relevant. And it's all about growing as a club, really. What kind of match are you expecting today, considering that this is a 180-minute long elimination knockout? Well, we know that obviously there's going to be another leg. So it's perhaps not the same scenario as with Girona. We'll have to see, but we need to go all out to try and win the match and take advantage of it, because the other leg is going to be really tough. So today, sold out Tipics. We're expecting an atmosphere almost even better than against Girona. So that's amazing, right? Yeah, we're going to fill the stadium once again, and the players need to feel the atmosphere in the stadium and not stop cheering them on. Well, good luck to you, and thank you for talking to us. So those are the words there of Alfonso Diaz in this pre-match coverage of a historical semi-final that we're going to witness today. Yes, let's let Alfonso Diaz go and take his seat there. He's definitely earned it. You can see Martin Valiant today. As we know, Antonio REY is not there between him and Nasicic. but we wanted to compare him to the leader of the defense of Real Sociedad, who is Lenormand. So minutes played 1,612 for Valjean, 1,580 for Lenormand. Battles won 60 versus 103 for Lenormand. Tackles won 15 versus 16. And then recoveries there, Martin Valiant is ahead with 23 against 20. Sometimes we think of Martin Valiant being in the shadow of Antonio Reillo, but as I say, him and Nasic at the moment are at top of their performance game. Yeah, I think I'm really surprised with Nasic's performance because he arrived last on the team last season, and I think that he's having a great year. And Martin Valiant, as we say, he's always perhaps been in the shadow, but people love him very much, and they really value the effort that he's put into this team. Yeah, I mean, Martin Valiant is like a life insurance for the team, I think. I think sometimes he is slightly eclipsed by Reillo because of his temperament. But he's definitely, he's a real team player. He's really reliable, really competitive. He's always on his team's side. And we really have to appreciate him as a player because he's the kind of player that you really miss when they're gone. Personally, I've always wanted Martin Valiant to be on the team. Well, another person that is worth comparing as well is one of our strikers, somebody we always want on our team, especially if you are a born Mallorcan, Abdon Prats. So normally I try and compare him, and then he's always starting actually on the bench. But today I got it right. We're going to just do a quick comparison between Abdon Prats, who's on your screens now, actually, with the Real Sociedad striker Omar Sadiq. So look at these statistics here. 828 minutes for Abdon this season in La Liga, 778 for Sadiq. Shots at goal, 8 for Abdon Prats, 9 for Sadiq. Goals scored, 5 from Abdon Prats, the top goal scorer for the team so far. 2 for Omar Sadiq. However, Abdon has also scored 6 goals in Copa del Rey so far too. Because even though he's doing great in La Liga, he is also doing a fantastic job in the King's Cup so far. Yeah, everything that he's played this season, it has been at an incredibly high level, so we expect a lot from him. I do think that thanks to Abdon, though, the fans are on like a different level of support as well. He's always like raising the excitement to 200%. Yeah, I think that when people see Abdon playing, they have this sense of belonging as well. And the fact that he loves the islands and he loves the club so much really helps everybody to relate to him as well. It's quite inevitable. I think it's pretty palpable, and I think we need to take advantage of it. Well, let's see if we can. Hopefully we will. And Damian, things are just hotting up now as we're about to go. Yeah, Real Sociedad were the first ones going to go into the locker room. Now we've got the players on the bench going into the locker room. We'll definitely hear some applause from the fans. There we go. And something that we've seen quite often recently, the strikers as well as Dani Rodriguez just doing their last shots towards goal there. So we're going to be seeing the Demons spectacle first. But first of all, let's go over to Rocío, who's with some more fans inside the stadium this time. Yes, everybody really expectations really high, really looking forward to the start. Demons and devils everywhere. We've got demons and devils that are Mallorca fans too. Yeah, we're here in a possibly historic night. You know, we're back in this point after many, many years. You know, the devils are about to start. This has to become like a hellish atmosphere. This is going to be a unique match with Abdon and Darder. Let's see if he can take advantage of those opportunities given by Javier Aguirre recently. I hope they can just play really well and be creative. So you are very huge fans of Darder, right? Yeah, I mean, I think the players that are from Mallorca, they have to play because they're the DNA of the team. They're Mallorcan DNA. I want him to be calm. I don't want him to be too nervous. I hope that Samuel doesn't make him run too much. But here we go. The Devils are just about to start. So we're going to actually enjoy this countdown now with the Demons and enjoy the show.
Pues hemos disfrutado de este espectáculo una vez más, una noche más.
So we have been able to enjoy this show once more, especially in the stands there of the Hell 1916. So we're just going to go over that lineup as well as they are on the microphones and on the speakers right now. So Dominic Greif in goal. So we've got Gio Gonzalez and Jaume Costa on the wings. In the middle, Copete, Nasic and Martin Valiant, Samuel Costa. and then Larin and Abdon Prats striking today.
Contra Oren, que finalmente sí que llega al encuentro. Lateral derecho, lateral izquierdo para Javi Galán, Lenormand y Zubeldia en el eje de la zaga.
Lenormand and Zubimendi as in the midfield for Real Sociedad, just going through their lineup as well. Sorry, right now acoustics aren't great because of the noise in the stadium.
Estos son los 11 cuando estamos a 5 minutos para que empiece el partido, para que arranquen las semifinales, la otra semifinal, para quien no lo sepa, es la que disputarán el Atlético de Madrid y el Athletic Club. Contra uno de ellos queremos vernos las caras en la final, la que sería nuestra cuarta final de la historia. La verdad que hemos llegado con estas 5 semifinales, pero en las 4 anteriores, 3 de ellas, el Mallorca finalmente ha disputado la final. Por lo tanto, buenos números cuando el Mallorca alcanza esta ronda y tienen en pantalla del Play Red Live el tifo en la grada del Inferno.
So you've got now the demons there on your screen. Today we're going to defend our home stadium. Well, as you can imagine, an amazing atmosphere in the stadium today because today is a historic event. And that is exactly what we want. We would love to be in the Cartuja on the 6th of April. Because after this is going to be San Sebastian, and it would be amazing for that to be Seville then to end the journey.
Mallorca en el estadio Mallorca somos i per què no, no? Per què no, Jovan, Xisco? És que això està tan a prop, i això de les estadístiques també, jo és que me intento agarrar a todo lo que despierte optimismo, ¿no? Y que de 4 semifinales se haya llegado a 3 finales. Y la que no se llegó fue por los pelos contra el mejor equipo probablemente de la historia, que era el Barça de Pep Guardiola, pues hace que tenga esa sensación de optimista, ¿no? La tenía también Leo Franco, la teniu vosaltres també.
Sí, jo crec que aquestes sensacions són molt bones, és a dir, el que ha mostrat l'equip en aquesta competició és que realment hi ha una il·lusió a nivell d'equip molt gran per aquesta competició i ho estem lluitant i estem aquí per mèrits propis i no estem de convidats, estem anant per feina.
Eso es, y yo creo que se va a demostrar desde el primer minuto, como vimos contra el Girona, Jovan, tú lo decías, es un partido, me acuerdo en esa retransmisión, es un partido importantísimo, se tiene que salir de una forma que muy agresiva y que se sepa, creo que hoy desde el minuto 1 vamos a ver exactamente lo mismo y más con el ambiente, con el recibimiento que hemos visto.
Sí, lo que te dije el otro día, porque Mallorca contra Girona la verdad que salió muy centrado, presionando arriba, hombre, y bueno, se aprovechó los primeros 45 minutos, la buena presión, buenas sensaciones y apoyo de gente, pues se aprovechó y metimos 3 goles y pasamos esta eliminatoria. Supongo.
The other day against Girona, we were able to take advantage of the amazing atmosphere and we got 3 goals past the current La Liga leaders, Girona. So today, the atmosphere has to produce the same effect for us. So we're also seeing the players now coming onto the pitch. Highly concentrated expressions on the players' faces right now, just as the anthem is being played.
Ahí la tiene, lo prometido es deuda, ovación después de cantar el himno, pero Damián...
There you go. As promised, a huge ovation after the after the anthem there.
Negro hasta que me muera lo que está cantando, lo que está rugiendo, así somos.
Pensaba que lo estabas cantando tú también, Damián. Claro que sí, anímate, anímate, no te cortes.
Aquí
no seas
todo
vergonzoso, Damián, por
es que
favor.
es imposible
Nuestra gente
no
nos quiere, tiene esa
contagiarse.
confianza.
And it is absolutely impossible not to feel the excitement running through our veins here with an atmosphere like this in the stadium.
Vivir en Somos, de momento está cumpliendo con todos los parámetros, con todo lo esperado. Qué maravilla. Que nos perdone la gente, pero ¿cómo voy a hablar encima de esto?
José, no es lo mismo cuando juegas, cuando la afición está más cerca del campo que cuando está más lejos. Me acuerdo Luis Ichar, este se parece mucho a Luis Ichar.
Madre mía, las vamos a cantar todas antes de que
Y
empiece
también
el partido.
los jugadores se sientan más, con más ganas. El mensaje llega
And
más.
of course, this kind of atmosphere here, the players are definitely going to be thinking that. Oh, and there goes the whistle, and Real Sociedad are already in possession. Ball in for Alex Ramiro right now.
Al menos no presionar al portero, pero sí no le dejan otra opción que jugar en largo. Y ahí en los duelos es donde nos estamos imponiendo a la mayoría de equipos. Ahora se pide una falta.
And the one-on-one battles at the moment is where we are creating the biggest challenge for the other teams. But Mallorca get a throw in now.
Madre mía, vaya previa, vaya inicio, vaya estadio que tenemos y vaya afición.
What a stadium we have, and what a fan base. For the pressure is player on player right now, the same as in Girona.
I sobretot s'inici, tenir un bon inici, ja a nivell emocional connectes.
Que lleven en volandas los aficionados al equipo y el equipo a los aficionados. Esto es un 50-50.
So it's the team carrying the fans and the fans carrying the team for sure. Dominic Graves is a long pass. Kyle Larin jumps up to try and get it. Foul from Abdon Prats there.
En esta primera acción donde tuvo que presionar. Bueno, presionar no, buscar el envío largo de Dominic Graves.
Had to look for a long send there from Dominic Graves.
Hasta llegar al minuto 2 de partido, tendrá que jugar el largo Alex Ramiro, uno de los grandes porteros también de la liga.
Alex Ramiro, also one of the great goalkeepers of La Liga.
Sale el Mallorca con el balón jugado desde atrás. Realmente la pierde ahí en el carril izquierdo Jaume Costa. Se reclama una falta sobre el valenciano.
Jaume Costa asks for a foul.
Ahora el disparo. Primer aviso de la Real Sociedad.
Got their first dangerous moment from Real Sociedad. Good save from Dominic Graves.
Bueno, justo en la frontal del área.
Real Sociedad también no se complica, no sale de balón corto, también busca balón largo.
Real Sociedad also not making things very complicated for themselves. They clearly don't want to take any risks, not going in for too long passes. Team that Javier Aguirre had said do foul a lot.
És un equip sòlid.
Los de Mallorca, ahora nos entendieron los futbolistas bermellones. Será saque de puerta para el conjunto vasco. Saque de puerta para Alex Ramiro.
De momento tranquilo, Javier Aguirre, su área técnica, de pie, viendo estos fríos 3, casi 4 minutos de partido.
Que no veo esa alguacil, Damián.
I can't see El Wazil right now on the pitch. Well, I did see him before, but I think right now he's sat near the Real Sociedad coach.
Sale por la banda derecha, Traoré. Recula. Retrocede. Sus centrales. A Zubeldia. Avanza metros. El Mallorca esperando en su propio campo.
Mallorca waiting to receive the ball now on their own side of the pitch.
El Mallorca parece que quiere dirigirlo hacia abajo, al menos lo estaba pareciendo ahora, que querían que le llegara el balón a Traoré. Ha combinado bien ahora, ha triangulado bien en el centro del campo. Zubimendi abriendo para Traoré. Cubo intentaba.
Zubimendi opening up to Traoré now. Tries to dribble. Abdon over to Larin now, past the halfway mark. The defence from Real Sociedad put the pressure on there. Really good from Mallorca now. Centre of the goal scoring area, Mallorca now. Martin Valiant. Jaume Costa and Dani Rodriguez. Tries to hit it with his torso. Right at the last moment. I think it was Mikel Merino who got in there to defend that, to save that. Ramiro, of course, the referee signals that the ball has gone out. But we're definitely putting the pressure on them. We're close to the goal scoring area now. I think even if you lose the ball, you have to move past 3 defenders and 2 midfielders, you know. When we're trying to steal the balls, the wingers have to come out a lot quicker than they are. Mallorca now very close to the corner point. Martin Valiant puts the ball back in play. Take Kubo now trying to do some naughty work there. Moves past Nastasic.
Recorta a Javi Galán hacia adentro, intentando salir la Real Sociedad de su terreno de juego. Ahora recibe una falta. Mikel Merino de Dani Rodríguez.
Foul now. Dani Rodriguez.
Le tocó ahí por detrás. Luego ahí mordiendo Dani Rodríguez.
Dani Rodriguez still battling for the ball. You know, the energy that a match like this requires is immense. At the moment, good start for the boys. Really putting the pressure on as we hoped and expected of them. Mallorca now halfway down the pitch. Sergi there over to Abdon Prats. Too short though for Abdon. Recovered by Real Sociedad. Nastasic brings it back. Long ball to Jaume Costa. Will go on the wing. Ball to Real Sociedad. So much noise and so loud coming from the 1916 section of the stands. That's what they're there for, of course. A throw in now. Muñiz Ruiz just signalled a foul in favour of Real Sociedad.
victorias, 2 empates y 4 derrotas. Esta temporada, el Mallorca 2, Barça 2.
5 victories, 2 draws, and 4 defeats with this referee for Mallorca. So a pretty balanced amount of statistics there.
Mientras que a la Real Sociedad, bueno, no ha perdido nunca con él, 4 victorias y un empate. Está Javier Aguirre entregando el balón a Javi Galán en la banda. Javier Aguirre ya.
Javier Aguirre passes the ball to Javi Galán now.
De Pamplona. Estás también con el Real Mallorca. Ahí dividido en el centro del campo, finalmente se la queda Mikel Merino.
Abdon divided in the centre of the pitch, but Mikel Merino eventually keeps the ball. Real Sociedad on the right-hand side. Take Kubo receives it.
Ahí combinando con su defensa con Robin Lenormand. Este para Javi Galán. No ve las cosas claras Javi Galán.
Over to Javi Galán now, who's not so sure. Real Sociedad can't see where to move through now. Mallorca clearly comfortable defending like this right now. Ball inside the goal scoring area. Muñoz Ruiz watching closely. Nothing happening at the moment. Long ball to Larin, who leaves the ball for Abdon Prats, who opens up to Jaume Costa. Diagonal from the Valencian, doesn't find any support though, so has to play back with COPA, over to Nastasic. Deafening amount of support in the stadium right now. Gio Gonzalez. Gio could lose it, and he does. Over to Barretea. Foul whistled by the referee. Kyle Larin is now coming up to speak to Javier Aguirre. So Javier Aguirre must have wanted to give some tactical advice there to the Canadian striker, perhaps something to do with his relation to Abdon Prats on the pitch.
Que estigui pendent de Zubimendi perquè està molt a prop d'ell i li està tapant la línia de passe. Possiblement sigui reajustar això, a veure si poden robar i sortir com hem fet 2 vegades i a veure si acaben de connectar una ocasió.
Crida l'atenció que siguin en el Larin i no en Abdon, que diguessin que després d'una recuperació...
Well, I think it's definitely worth noting that it was Larin and not Abdon that has seemed to adopt the role in this match at the moment of the creative striker, the one that is trying to make those opportunities. I think the wingers do need to be quicker, though, as I've been saying, because if there's somebody in the centre that has the ball, they are going to be able to move through faster. And also that gives more opportunities for Larin and Abdon on the sides.
Bilbao, hemos pasado página, seguro que no se repetirán los mismos errores, pero los 2 primeros goles del Athletic el otro día.
The first 2 goals from Athletic the other day came from free kicks, so I'm sure that the team has been focusing and concentrating on them. Bryce Mendez now shoots, hits the post. Relief from the fans. We know that we struggled immensely in the last match with movements like this.
habitual que siempre contamos en los partidos de casa. Abdón, Abdón, Abdón. Cánticos.
So chants of Abdon, Abdon in the stadium right now. The filtered ball there from Real Sociedad. Defense on the right-hand side. Martin Valiant really quick there.
Decía que incluso el míster Javier Aguirre en esa rueda de prensa hizo referencia a estos cánticos en concreto, a los de Abdón, Abdón, que siempre venían bien.
Yo creo que la línea es más peligroso cuando digamos está con el contacto con el balón. Si toca y busca
In the contact with the ball, they are looking to leave their markers behind. Good work from Gio Gonzalez there. Good pressure from Mallorca. Foul. We were very strong there. I mean, that was a foul they had to make there, Jaume Costa. You know, if we stole it, we were going to get a prize, and if not, we were going to be heavily punished. So sometimes you've got to do things like that. Real Sociedad in possession. Truelia moves forward, goes past the halfway mark and opens up to Traoré. Brais Mendez is there to receive the ball now. Lots of possession for Real Sociedad, but also this is similar and reminiscent of how we played against Girona too.
Cuando inician jugada, ¿no? Pressió alta o intentant, però si traspassen ja, si veiem que traspassen la primera línia, anem a comptar, no? En el nostre...
Sí, a veure, si juguen els centrals i me'l fan, diguéssim, parabrises, una circulació que no avança i quan intenten avançar, robam i sortim ràpid, el que estem fent és orientar un poc a banda i a partir d'aquí, si me'ls fiquen de dins, votar. A veure si tenim qualcuna per poder córrer com ara.
Pots aquesta, espera.
So this could be an opportunity for us to run through. Gio Gonzalez now, but slightly too short a pass. But Barrene was very good at reading the intentions there, and there's been a bit of a battle between Barrene and Samuel Costa. So a real shame there, a foul from Jaume Costa. We've got Jaume Costa behind us now. Traoré. And Jaume Costa has definitely forgotten about his pain in his leg from the other day, that's for sure, against Betis.
en esta jugada. Año con el VAR, pero te diría que no es nuestra década casi.
No, pero sobre todo esta jugada que no es normal. Que no ven una falta, por lo menos una falta o una amarilla.
Sí. Pero bueno, ya jugamos con eso. Cuidado Omar Sadik en la frontal del área, disparo muy desviado.
Omar Sadik now shoots, but it's off target.
Un poco marcó un golazo, también desde muy lejos de este estilo y claro, se atreve también con ese disparo que tiene potente. Esta vez no le salió. Mallorca, grita la grada.
Mallorca are the chants right now. Change of direction now, but Gio beat the battle that time, won the battle that time. Sergio there now. Larin opens up as Jaume Costa is there to help him. Passes over to the goal-scoring area. Can Kyle Larin get a touch on it? It's going to be a corner. Yes, it is. But no, the referee is saying it's not. Change slight direction there with his left arm. They both get a touch on the ball there at the same time. I think, obviously, he's trying to put it back into the goal-scoring area. And, yeah, I think it was Larin first and then Lenormand. Pretty difficult to see in live. Well, there you go. See, we're not always going against the referee. Sometimes we say that they're right too.
En aquesta acció la va veure tothom menys ell.
Sí, tal qual, però bueno, afortunadament va entrar al bar i va fer la seva feina. Sí, en directe me'l vàrem encendre perquè no lo podemos entender, Minuto 20, Mallorca 0, Real Sociedad 0.
Minute 20 now, Mallorca 0, Real Sociedad 0. Semi-finals of the King's Cup. It's Tuesday. And everybody is very excited in the stadium. For lots of Mallorca fans, yesterday wasn't just a Monday, it was just the day before the King's Cup semi-final. What a start to the week. However, for me, it was definitely a Monday. Definitely felt like a Monday. But what a privilege for us to be able to work in a pre-match coverage like this. Yeah, I mean, it was just a joke because for me to work in a team like this is always a privilege any day of the week, honestly. Good recovery now, Abdon Prats. So another scare there from Mallorca to Real Sociedad. What a move there. Central shot, but Larin's not there in time. Who was that? Who was that by? I think that was Copete, who not only did that move, but he also leaped up there. But before, he also moved straight through Takekubo there. I think that was really impressive from him. Just watching that back, that was definitely sought after there by Copete. I think that was really, really high quality, really impressive work from him.
Además, Copete no es la primera vez que deja algún detalle de calidad de este estilo, Y REY en alguna ocasión también, que cuando coge la mochila dice...
Copete and REY too, they've done moments like that throughout the season that they're always surprising, but they're always really exciting to see. That was a clear foul there.
Ha salido el Mallorca, ahora ha saltado a intentar presionar la salida de balón y parece que va a conseguir su objetivo, recuperándola, aunque sea en un saque de banda, y favorable a los isleños.
So a foul in favour of Mallorca now. That's what they were looking for, and they managed to achieve it. However, Javier Aguirre really annoyed at the previous action to that, which could have been a possible foul on from an ugly tackle on Kyle Larin. However, watching that back, totally normal and understandable for Javier Aguirre to have protested against that. Well, and any Sociedad, they're doubters right now, saying that he's more of a creator of opportunity, but then he doesn't follow through. Then I think they've got to switch the match on and start watching him right now, because he is playing really impressively at the moment. Long one from Dominic Greif now. Reaches Traoré, though. That wasn't the plan. Whistles to Lenormand, forcing him to pass over to a teammate. Again, really angry Javier Aguirre with the decision by the referee there. Well, I mean, it's clearly a foul because he puts his hands behind his back, but
Curioso quién hizo la falta, valiente. Imagínate dónde salió a presionar.
Por eso mismo tenía que hacerla también, ¿no? Porque habiendo subido hasta ahí no se podían correr riesgos. Ataca la Real, cuidado que la tiene en la frontal, el balón que intenta filtrar.
Real Sociedad on the attack. They are in front of the goal scoring area right now. With the left leg, Kyle Larin is there helping to defend as well. Lenormand in possession, opening up to Javi Galán. Driving it down the left-hand side, sorry. Dominic Greif just came out to save that, who strengthened his position as the King's Cup goalkeeper.
Demostra aquesta confiança perquè molts, potser quan arriben a segons quines rondes, li donen, no? Le dan el protagonismo al primer portero, que en este caso es Rajkovic.
La verdad yo no conocía al Graf, pero el otro día el partido...
Well, to be honest, I didn't know much about Dominic Greif before now, but I think that against Girona the other day, he did an amazing job. I didn't know much about him before, but I'm definitely a huge fan now. Yeah, I mean, we've always had really good goalkeepers historically, and I think that's still the case now. He's a goalkeeper that has amazing qualities. Rajkovic does too. Pichu is amazing too. You should see him warming up. He's fantastic. Yeah, then we've got Quevedo and Leo as well. I mean, we're definitely not in any need of goalkeepers right now.
José, imagínate, yo jugué con Pichu en Atlético Madrid.
Well, I actually played with Pichu in Atletico Madrid, and he was always an extremely impressive player. But it's Mallorca on the attack now. Dani Rodriguez, who shoots, and it goes out. Great shot there from Abdon Prats. Just goes out to the right-hand side of Ramiro's goal. If Abdon Prats had been able to score that would have been fantastic.
Real por las bandas. Pero como
I think we could definitely hurt Real Sociedad a lot on the wings. But in order to do that, we need to come out stronger and quicker.
A favor de la Real Sociedad, sino porque habíamos recuperado y teníamos una buena situación para armar el contragolpe.
Well, we had a really good opportunity there to go on the counter attack. That's why all the whistles were done by the fans there.
Jo per jo és, vamos, se deixa caure, però exageradament,
But now watching that, I think he's definitely thrown himself on the ground. And amazing acoustics in the stadium right now. You can definitely tell who is playing at home today. And I think we have said this previously, but the other leg of the semi-final is the Tuesday, the 27th of February. Also, the stands now encouraging support from the rest of the stadium. There you go. There's the noise. There's the sound from that part of the stands. It's unmistakable and it's very impressive. The balls from Real Sociedad. Barrene there with a central shot. Luckily, the Mallorca defence got in there just in time. Recovery from Mallorca now.
Señal de que no lo debe ver tan claro. La verdad que parejo el partido. Es más peligro dentro del área a favor de Mallorca. Ahora ha habido una falta bastante clara. Incluso se reclama una
Pretty obvious foul now. Is that going to be a yellow card for Javi Galán? Doesn't look like it, in fact.
Sí, ho tenen clar. Tenen molt clar.
Esa faltita, ¿no? Además, cuanto más arriba la hace la Real, pues mejor, ¿no? Sí. Te arriesgas menos a una amarilla. Como visto ahí. La pone Martin Valient a la frontal del área. Llega a tocar Kyle Larin. También la defensa del conjunto Turri-Urdin. Ahora hay falta en la media luna, favorable a la Real.
Bryce Mendez is on the ground. Bryce definitely came off worse from that collision.
Vamos llevando el balón. Tenemos que jugar con toques de un lado a otro lado. ¿Por qué? Porque es difícil, porque te llegan o te hacen falta o te presionan tres jugadores. Yo creo que, digamos, tocando podemos llegar antes a la portería de Real. En 2 o 3 ocasiones, pues, cogemos el balón y lo queremos llevar a...
Y Damián, no sé si lo has visto bien o no, pero ha habido ahí un medio pique entre Abdón y Bryce. Bueno, más de Bryce que de Abdón.
Sí, así es. Estaban comentando precisamente esta última...
So definitely, it's a bit of a intense rivalry there between Bryce and Abdón. And they were talking about that foul there, and they didn't seem to be reaching an agreement, shall we say. Good open now to Jaume Costa. Rebound there from Dani Rodriguez. Clever now with the counter-attack from Real Sociedad.
Pero no, llegó el portugués para cortar la acción. Ahí veíamos repetido en el monitor que tenemos aquí arriba en el set de Play Red. Bueno, el disparo de Dani, yo no he visto la mano clara. Y Samu canta ahora el estadio Mallorca San Bas.
Samu, other chance now in the stadium. I mean, when he is so strong in this kind of situations, when he collides with another player like this, you wouldn't want to be the other player.
Té una capacitat molt gran, a part de repetir esforços, perquè està per tot. És un loc que té un despliegue i un caràcter que, vamos, ens ha portat molt en quant a duelos, en quant a transicions. Tenim cames amb ell. A part que sap jugar bé.
Es pot jugar amb 3 jugadors allà. Sí. Només un, però 3. Muy competitivo Samu Costa. No solo en el terreno de juego, sino en todo lo que hace.
No, estaba bien posicionado. Si está mal posicionado, pues no llegas. Pero él estaba posicionado. A lo mejor Sadik es más rápido que él. Pero si te posiciona bien, pues llegas en este tipo de acciones y cortas la jugada.
Lo vio venir ahí Samu Costa. Habrá saque de banda para la Real Sociedad.
So it's a throw-in for Real Sociedad.
Javi Galán, en la posición de... Ahí lo tienen en la pantalla del Play Red, justo delante de Javier Aguirre. Minuto 35 de partido. Despeja.
Minute 35 of the match now. Samu Costa, who clears it with a header, who of course is playing like his life depends on it.
Es Mikel Merino. Y yo también estaba pendiente de ese balón que le llegaba a Traoré, por lo tanto no he estado al tanto de cómo ha sido esa jugada. Pues ahora viendo las repeticiones con Martin Malgen. Sí, es con Valien por detrás, ahí choca.
Falta sí, pero nada
es
más.
Falta, pero quizás no para nada más. Para la que ha montado ahí Ray. Uy, ahora Samu que se queja de un pisotón de... Ahí va, Ray, perdón, de Mikel Merino.
Samu Costa now complaining of being stamped on.
Un tros d'homo, no sé. I cada vegada que el toquen cau.
And now Tony Amor has had to go and speak to the linesman because Javier Aguirre is pretty annoyed so far, especially with regards to refereeing decisions. Yes, because there's nothing particularly grave gone on in this match so far against us, but there are the odd foul here or there, which is then not being whistled for Real Sociedad.
Ara està reestructurant i fa sortir de 3. Ja ho va fer contra Girona. Quan veu que no pot rebre de dins, baixa una altura i intenta fer sortir de 3.
Ahí sí que están encontrando ya alguna salida. Cuidado, el remate de la Real fuera.
Rebound from Real Sociedad goes out.
Salió por encima del travesaño. El centro de Barrene es una delicia, la verdad, con el exterior.
A central shot from Barrene there goes over the crossbar. That was an amazing shot, though, still.
Ha molestat lo just, però realment ens hem emparellat el més petit de nosaltres contra el més gran i ha fet lo just per molestar-lo.
Todo empieza con esa salida de balón que comentaba Chisco, ¿no? Que venía Zubimendi ahí como si fuera un tercer central. Ha encontrado a Barrene. El pase de Barrene a mí me parece una locura con el exterior. Y luego Sadik llega midiéndose a Jaume Costa, que parece que
le molesta.
So Sadik there measuring out to Jaume Costa.
Claro, pero
con mucha experiencia y sabe lo que tiene que hacer. Sabe que no tiene altura, pero sí, con un empujoncito.
He knows what he needs to do. Of course, Jeremy Costa, he doesn't have the height, but he knows that he can push, and that is something that can really damage the other players.
Cuando una acción no puedes ganarla, empátala, ¿no? Y Jaume Costa sabía que no iba a ganar y la ha empatado. Y al menos no pueda rematar bien. A ver, falta favorable al Mallorca en campo rival.
Foul in favour of Mallorca. Can we send it up to the goal scoring area?
Vamos a ver porque en esas segundas acciones podemos sacarle algún beneficio. Levanta la mano el capitán Dani Rodríguez.
Could we get any benefits from this? Dani Rodríguez, the captain, raises his hands, shoots towards the second post. Let's see if any of the players can get on it.
Sigue la acción, hemos peinado de cabeza. ¿Será córner o saque de puerta? Saque de puerta.
It's back to the start, back to the goalkeeper. At 22,051 people in the stadium today for the semi-final. Those are the figures. I don't have the attendance figures here for the rest of the season. I think the top one so far this season has been against Barcelona. But yes, we were sold out. Gio Gonzalez now. Foul whistled by the referee. Dani Rodríguez touches it perfectly. Really, really clean. So I don't know what all this is about.
Fuera porque ya digo, no son acciones determinantes, no es un penalti, no és una expulsió, no és lo de l'altre dia.
Sí, però te talla el ritme. Te talla el ritme, te talla el tempo que tu vols imposar en el partit i no és una. Exacte. No és una. Tu pots tenir dubtes, te pots equivocar amb una. Ja hem dit que és molt difícil pitar, però pitar aquestes faltetes també...
Es que ha habido algunas que ha pitado faltita, pero es que esta no es ni faltita, quiero decir, es una recuperación limpia, limpísima. Pasar el dedo por encima y no hay polvo, no puede estar más limpia. La entrada no puede ser más limpia, la entrada de Dani Rodríguez. A ver, cuidado porque ahora hay posesión y ataque de la Real. Zona de 3/4.
Possession and attack now from Real Sociedad, 3/4 of the way up the pitch.
Tiene Zubimendi, el pivote que está haciendo las labores también de central en algunos momentos. La banda para el Real Club Deportivo Mallorca después del esfuerzo de Martin Valiant.
And it's a throw in for Mallorca now after that effort from Martin Valiant.
Plano que vemos de la retransmisión no está nada tranquilo.
And the Real Sociedad coach is definitely not cool, calm and collected, as we can definitely appreciate every time the camera pans to him.
La pitada en el círculo central.
También hubo una falta sobre Larín y el árbitro no lo vio.
Para mí exacto, del Robin Lenormand sobre Larín cuando el balón no estaba en esa
It seems that there was a foul of Lenormand on Larin there. And Larin was trying to tell the referee to watch that action and that he should realise what's happening. But that seems to happen to Larin in every single match as well. Central shot, and it's a corner for Mallorca. Everybody's on their feet now. This could be very exciting. Let's have a look if this could be the...
Damián, seguro que lo que has dicho es interesantísimo, pero con los decibelios que hay en tu posición, vamos, no me he enterado de nada. A ver, vamos a ver el centro de Dani Rodríguez con los brazos abiertos. Vamos.
Central shot from Dani Rodríguez, arms open. Come on, Dani Rodríguez, the tiger. There he goes, shoots. Cleared by Real Sociedad. Sociedad there tries to bring it back. Dani Rodríguez once again. And another corner for us now. Mikel Merino is giving the rest of his teammates a row right now. He's clearly not impressed with what he's seeing. So there was a corner. Now Dani Rodríguez, no, Sociedad doesn't really understand that bit. So they've been told they've got to take it again. Raises one arm now, Dani Rodríguez. Central shot from Dani Rodríguez. Muñiz Ruiz whistles the half-time mark. He says there's no time for more. There's still some protesting going on here. Abdon and Remiro go over to speak to the referee. They're clearly not satisfied with these last actions in the corner, where a bit of everything went on, really. So the rest of the players, and including Abdon Prats, have now gone into the locker room. So what did you think of this first half? I think it was a pretty good first half for Mallorca, but they didn't get the luck that they would have wished for so far. So we'll see now in the second half how it goes.
Jo crec que hem estat bé, sí que crec que la Real veient el partit que van fer contra Girona no ha volgut arriscar.
I think Real, looking at the match that we did against Girona, they won't have wanted to risk so much. When they tried their first one, they saw that it wasn't that easy and they tried to simplify their game. Lots of respect from both sides, I think.
Però bé, l'equip ha tingut ocasions i, clar, també ells n'han tingut amb en Sadik, el que dèiem, en Jaume, que han patat la jugada i, bueno, molt igualat, molta tensió. Crec que és una passada.
So I think really balanced, a lot of attention to detail happening.
Cada vegada més aquest estadi s'apareixen a Lluís i mos dona punt.
I think this is looking more like Lucid Stadium all the time, and it's just a completely a different way of experiencing football. I think when it comes to the facilities and the support from the fans, it's just an amazing first half from them. And they need to continue in this dynamic right now. Well, I'm sure we will. There's still the whole second half to come, of course. So we're just going to go to a really small ad break while we enjoy this halftime rest, and we'll be back with everything very soon. Don't go anywhere.
Bienvenido a bordo. Déjate llevar por la compañía española con la que vuelan cada año más de 10 millones de pasajeros a más de 50 destinos en todo el mundo. Disfruta de la unión entre tecnología y confort que ofrecemos en nuestra renovada flota de aviones. Nos gustará verte pronto, muy pronto. Air Europa, cada detalle cuenta.
sé com la vull viure.
Aquí, ara i així.
Grupo Escribano. Somos especialistas en reformas y fachadas. Financia ahora el 100% y paga en 12 meses sin intereses. Para importes desde 200 euros hasta 200.000 euros. 0% TAE. Grupo Escribano.
Bienvenido a bordo. Déjate llevar por la compañía española con la que vuelan cada año más de 10 millones de pasajeros a más de 50 destinos en todo el mundo. Disfruta de la unión entre tecnología y confort que ofrecemos en nuestra renovada flota de aviones. Nos gustará verte pronto, muy pronto. En Europa, cada detalle cuenta.
El temps que ens ha tocat viure és la meva vida. I ara sé com la vull viure.
Aquí, ara i així.
Grupo Escribano. Somos especialistas en reformas y fachadas. Financia ahora el 100% y paga en 12 meses sin intereses. Para importes desde 200 euros hasta 200.000 euros. 0% TAE. Grupo Escribano.
Bienvenido a bordo. Déjate llevar por la compañía española con la que vuelan cada año más de 10 millones de pasajeros a más de 50 destinos en todo el mundo. Disfruta de la unión entre tecnología y confort que ofrecemos en nuestra renovada flota de aviones. Nos gustará verte pronto, muy pronto. En Europa, cada detalle cuenta.
El temps que ens ha tocat viure és la meva vida. I ara sé com la vull viure.
Aquí, ara i així.
So we are back to Play Red Live. Welcome back to Son Moix Stadium to the first leg of the semi-finals. Kings Cup, Mallorca versus Real Sociedad. There have been some near misses on both sides at the moment. We are with Johan Stankovic and Xisco Campos. At the moment, I don't know if you would make any changes. I like what I'm seeing. No, I don't think. Yeah, I think Javier Aguirre will wait a bit to make some changes. Well, there was something that went on there. I don't know what happened. Because you are pitch side. Okay. Where is the kiss cam now? I didn't know what was happening. Yes, there we go. It's the kiss cam. Because I was caught off guard there and a bit offside. Oh, there was a bit of a... He definitely dodged out of the way there. Lovely kiss there between them. But yes, going back to what we were talking about, I think that we definitely want to win today, but I think he will wait a little bit more until it's time to make some needed changes. Maybe around the quarter of an hour mark into the second half, that'll be when the changes start to come and Mauricio will be brought on. Yes, I mean, Mauricio is steadily gathering rhythm now, of course. But I think the most important thing is that because Mallorca are playing safe at the back right now, to try not to concede anything, and then on the attack is perfectly possible for us to score. So Damian, I think you can hear us. So what do you think is going to happen in the second half? It doesn't look like there's going to be anybody coming on as a change for Mallorca at the beginning of this second half, at least. I can't see anybody for Mallorca warming up right now. But I do think that Mauricio would be a great change because I think he's very fast, and from behind that could definitely do some damage.
La parcela ofensiva, ¿no? De extremo, sí, extremo, pero no, él normalmente jugaba en otro equipo con 4-4-2, jugaba extremo, por la derecha y por la izquierda.
I think, Dani Rodriguez is so used to playing right on the end of the wings in a 4-4-2 formation. Having three central defenders, Javier Aguirre. I think in a 5-3-2 system, it could also be. We also might need a change on the wings. I think those fans that we just saw there, they definitely won the dance contest as well. This lady here, slightly more enthusiastic than her partner. The guy in the black coat there, definitely very excited to be on screen. So everybody dancing in the stadium there. All the players are already ready to come out of the locker room. They're not on the pitch just yet. Obviously, the dance cam doing its thing right now. You can see the end of the locker room there. The players now coming back onto the grass. Mallorca are now starting to jog onto the pitch. Words from Paul Lorente to the players, who is with the players right now. All of the players on the bench now taking their seats as well. The referees, everything is pretty much ready to go. Yes, group embrace now from the starters on the pitch. Dominic Greif, of course, went straight to his goal to focus. Sweet Caroline playing in the stadium now. There we go. That's the chant we're looking for with that song, of course. There you go. I knew it was coming there. I could definitely be a DJ or a radio presenter. Well, I mean, the timing in that song, I think that was really good from the stands there. But mind you, I mean, so they should. That's probably the only part of the song they actually know. But we've got our 22 protagonists back on the grass now, as well as the referee group. Everybody ready for the start of the second half. Possession for Mallorca, 0-0 at the moment. Kings Cup semi-finals. We want to make history and repeat the history of 1991, 1998 and 2003 and reach the grand final of the Kings Cup. But in order to do that, we do have to get rid of no less than Real Sociedad.
Posesión para el Mallorca, ha salido bien ahora Sergi Derdé, la conducción de Sergi Derdé por el carril central, intentó abrir, llegó a meter la pierna un futbolista de la Real Sociedad que intenta salir rápidamente. Uy, copete. Ha habido falta ahí.
Va a ser amarilla porque
sí.
Tiene la cartulina preparada.
Va a ser la primera del partido, Damián.
Así es, si apuntamos a Copete mientras se duele el futbolista de la Real.
And Copete unfortunately receives a yellow card, the first one of the match, for a bit of a dodgy tackle there. And it was on Kubo. I mean, Copete was obviously going pretty confidently, but perhaps he went a bit too far.
Ja no pots frenar. Aquí quan ja vas tan ràpid ja no frenes.
Ahí ya es o balón o jugador, ¿no? Bueno, y que no sé si quería dar al jugador, yo creo que quiere dar a la pelota, pero llega antes Kubo, se la quita de en medio y el impacto que tenía que dar en el balón se la acaba llevando ahí Taque.
No, llegó bien, lo que pasa es que falla el balón y toca al jugador, pero bueno, la pérdida estaba.
Well, I think it was a pretty legitimate tackle. I just think that he got there fine, but then he missed his aim on the ball and ended up hitting Taque instead. And yeah, I mean, with strength like that, it's going to hurt.
Si le dejaba salir, pues sería una jugada, digamos, un contraataque peligroso.
Sí, tuvo que cortar ahí Copete.
Sí, cortó.
Y primera amarilla del partido.
First yellow card of the match.
Medio centro, Aramburu, que bueno, podía haber sido titular en caso de que Traoré no estuviera bien ahí en el lateral derecho. Y el tercero que has dicho también, Damián.
Maguna Celaya, medio centro también.
So a change there for Real Sociedad, bringing on midfielders and changing warming up.
De momento del Mallorca nadie, ¿no, Dami?
De momento nada, nadie.
De momento lo ve claro Javier Aguirre.
At the moment, Javier Aguirre is confident in his formation and his choice. Sociedad moves away, doesn't quite manage to recover the ball. Javi Galán now opens up to Barrene. Sociedad ends up getting a touch on the ball.
Sacársela no se la ha sacado.
Perfectament és una contra i van sos tacos per davant.
Sí, i en ses dues cames, te diria.
Sí.
Una molt, un poc aixecada. Pues sí, podría haber sido perfectamente.
El criterio de árbitros este año no...
No, lo va cambiando, Yo eso es lo único
sí,
que...
cambiando, pero tú ves un partido a otro, pues...
No, yo te digo del mismo partido, Jovan, que el mismo árbitro en el mismo partido cambia su criterio.
Es una amarilla. Primero la falta peligrosa y luego es un contraataque que...
So first it was a dangerous foul. But Mallorca definitely, I think, did what they had to do in that case.
Lo mínimo, ¿no? Que se respete el mismo criterio. En fin, sale la Real. Por el centro Sadik, es bueno el balón para Barrene, que va a poner el centro. Y córner favorable a la Real. O bota, la grada l'Infern.
Y es el primer saque de esquina.
Y yo creo que también, primer saque de esquina de Real. De la Real.
Pues vamos a ver. Bryce preparado para ponerla con la izquierda desde el córner
izquierdo. Bryce is taken to take this free kick for Real Sociedad.
El esférico Anastasic de cabeza se ha podido hacer daño. Se levanta rápido el serbio. Continúa la acción de la Real. Hay fuera de juego de Sadik.
And there is offside by Sadik there.
¿Hace un poquito más de rasca o es cosa mía?
No es cosa tuya, al menos desde mi punto de vista, José.
Sí, hace un pelín más de rasca que en el primer tiempo, ya se nota. Ahora anunciaban por el videomarcador la cifra que ya nos adelantaba Damián García, 22.051 espectadores hoy en el Estadio Mallorca.
And they were just saying on the speakers there, the attendance figures that we brought you earlier, just over 22,000.
En largo, si la puede ganar Kyle Larin, va el canadiense al salto, no, se la ganó Lenormand.
Kyle Larin jumps up to try and beat that, but no, it's Lenormand who manages it in the end.
De nuevo el largo, esta vez buscando a Abdón Prats, tampoco la puede ganar Abdón.
Otra falta.
Tiene Samu Costa, ha visto bien ahora la incorporación de Copete, abierto a la izquierda, Jaume Costa, para él el esférico. Recorta hacia adentro.
Jaume Costa.
Con José Manuel Arias Copete, el balón de Copete al centro.
Playing with Copete. Great touch from Dani Rodriguez. Mallorca get the opportunity. Abdón Prats there nearly managed to score. That central shot that didn't look like it was going anywhere, but Dani Rodriguez got a great touch on that. Abdón had a shot there with his right foot, sorry. Got another really clear chance there for Mallorca.
Pero estaba, sí, tenía encima, pero por detrás. Sí.
Abdón there. But now we're defending because Real Sociedad nearly scored there. Omar Sadik. Luckily, I don't think he managed to get comfortable enough in time to shoot properly. However, there was a foul there on Abdón Prats, not whistled by the referee.
No podia reaccionar, el llenatge pilota no podia reaccionar, però dues opcions clares per cada equip i a veure si n'ha dos si no s'ha fet mal, perquè...
Sí, porque está tendido sobre el terreno del juego, se queja de su pierna derecha, a la altura del tobillo, Abdón, en esa acción con Igor Zubeldia, que sí parece, al menos viendo desde la repetición de mi monitor, que le pisa.
Turmell cau malament i apoya malament.
Sí, cae mal, sí.
Está probando Abdón. Le explica al árbitro que, bueno, igual es pisando, pero que viene porque le han empujado cuando estaba en el aire.
Abdon there trying to explain what just happened to him to the referee. Abdon does seem to be slightly affected by that, though. We'll hope that he can continue.
Que al menos ahora no va a ir a más. Igual mañana le duele, pero que ahora podrá seguir. Balón del la Real que abre para la izquierda. Uy, lo que intentaba ahí, creo que era Barrene. Un autopase.
Donde tenemos que tener cuidado por la banda izquierda, porque en los últimos 5 minutos ya han tenido 3-4 salidas buenas y
they have had 3 or 4 good actions in the last in these 10 minutes, so that is something to be mindful of.
Ahí está, quizás por refrescar, o quizás, esperemos que no sea por esto, porque esté mal Abdón, ¿no? Después de esa caída. Uy, cuidado la recuperación de la Real en 3 cuartos.
Recovery of Real Sociedad now, 3/4 of the way up the pitch. Over to Omar Sadiq. Mallorca now on the attack. Gio Gonzalez has seen Larin. Has a pass over to Larin. And that is a foul and a yellow card, or it should be. Yes, that is a yellow card for Igor Zubeldia, the first one of the match for them. And the second one in total, considering the other one is for COPA. But really good work from Larin there. And the medical team is going on now to treat Kyle Larin. Abdon Pratt's just going over to speak to Javier Aguirre. Gestures flying around, telling him to remain calm. And from what I could interpret from where I'm standing, Abdon Prats was making gestures to Javier Aguirre, indicating that at the moment he is all good and that he can continue playing.
Eso duele, porque la cara de Larin, la verdad que lo dice todo.
Y ha saltado también a calentar Antonio Sánchez.
Quizás ahí pensando un poquito,
Antonio Sanchez also warming up now, but watching back that from Kyle Larin, that definitely had to hurt.
Mira, Javier Aguirre sentado en el banquillo con Tony Amor. Será falta. Bueno, y momento, siempre nos gusta este momento de las linternas, las linternas.
There is going to be a foul, but we always love this moment where everybody gets their the lights on their phone out and it becomes a really beautiful thing. But Mallorca on the attack now hit the second post. On a rebound. Whistled by the referee. And there you go. I think that's one of the first minor fouls that has actually been whistled in our favour in this match.
A veces te pita esta falta, te pita contra. A mí me he pitado muchas veces falta cuando salta uno y otro se queda abajo, pues pita.
A ver, la va a poner Dani Rodríguez, es bueno el centro.
Dani Rodriguez goes in with a central pass, cleared by a defence. We can't allow them to go on a counter-attack here, but there is a counter-attack. Mallorca falls back quickly. Taque Cubo there. Real Sociedad could shoot, but
Sadik para la Real Sociedad.
Omar Sadik had an opportunity there for Real Sociedad.
Dominic Greif ahí dentro del área pequeña, parecía
And there was the rebound from Dominic Greif. It looked like it was going to be a goal then on the rebound.
Bueno, tapó muy bien Greif, digo, la envió fuera, claro, porque tuvo que intentar ajustar muchísimo. No, no es parada, la segunda, digo, la segunda no es parada, pero sí tapa. Sí tapa y por eso hace que Omar Sadik tenga que ajustar.
He does cover it up though. So really, really good from Dominic Greif. They're really impressive. And that wasn't an easy shot to save either.
I després la reacció del Sadik d'anar al rechace, de guanyar i anticipar i anar al rechace, i després ha tapat bé. Ha molestat lo just.
Ja t'he dit, crec que en el moment que xuta en Bryce, en Sadik
pot ser que estigui fora de joc,
però
podria ser.
Per molt poc, però crec que sí que estaria, però bueno, igualment en Greif ha fet bé la seva feina.
Segunda parte, Mallorca presiona más arriba y por esto.
Well, in any case, Greif did a really good job there.
Detrás, pero bueno, tienen que presionar arriba porque tenemos que ir por partido.
They need to start putting the pressure on the top because there's still a lot of match to go.
Dos hombres del centro del campo. Bueno, Antonio también puede ocupar la banda si es necesario. O al pirata. A ver, ahora ha salido el balón por la línea de fondo. No sé por qué no pita el asistente porque ha salido, vamos. Ha salido dos
And the ball goes out along the end lines. I don't know why that wasn't whistled by the referee.
Saque de puerta para Dominic Greif.
Go back to Dominic Greif, back to the start. Just coming up to minute 60 of the match. An hour gone in the semi-final. Still on 0-0.
Dos equipos muy competitivos que quieren estar en esa final del 6 de abril en Sevilla, en la Cartuja. La operación Cartuja está en marcha.
Operation Cartuja is well underway, of course, we know that. Thanks in part, of course, to Agent Prats, who has come back into the industry, come back into business, just specially for this semi-final. So those chants there of Marishi, Marishi. Good timing from the fans, I think. Real Sociedad lose possession. Dani Rodriguez, if he's fouled, then that's going to be a yellow card. Leaves it for Sociedad there. Gio Gonzalez is racing now on the wings, trying to get there in time. Sends it over to the Jaume Costa on the rebound. Force to Jaume Costa. He's going to go to a central shot over to Abdon, over the crossbar. And it was offside, in fact. Really good move from Mallorca there. Really good central pass from Darder. Yeah, sorry, just watching that back. I wasn't aware of what had happened on the wings, but now I can see that was offside.
Delantero que remata muy bien.
Y ha saltado a calentar Radonjic, a ver si hoy podemos ver debutar.
Well, Radonjic, our new Serbian player, has just gone to start warming up. Let's see if today is going to be our opportunity to see what our new player can do. I think right now lots of people are warming up for Javier Aguirre. I think he's definitely trying to wait and see who is actually needed. Currently, Real Sociedad's number 8 is on the ground. Do you think that Real Sociedad are settling for a draw? Because there's been some time-wasting tactics. What do you think is going through their head right now? I think that a positive result they would be happy to them. I think like anything that's not losing, they'd be happy with. I think, to be honest, they're focused on slowing everything down. And it's always Miguel Merino that slows it down as well. So I think, Damian, maybe you should get onto the midfield and start helping. Yeah, I'm actually really struggling to watch it and not intervene. For the battle to recover the ball there from Kyle Larin, but thanks to his efforts, Mallorca does end up stealing the ball. Too long there from Gio Gonzalez, unfortunately.
Este tipo de desmarque muy bueno. Lleva a uno o dos jugadores y te abre espacio para que entre otros. Pero era un pase muy difícil, muy complicado.
Sergi there now. Ball falls to Alex Ramiro, who passes over to Lenormand. I think because a lot of the fans haven't seen the notification that they can put away their phone torches now. I think a lot of people in the stadium are still going for it. Mallorca now perfectly positioned. Omar Sadiq was definitely on the ball there, but Marishi is now going to come on.
Uno de los delanteros. Hombre, por características quizás a lo mejor Larín porque lleva más minutos. Bueno, vamos a ver.
Cisco, sí, no, pot ser que sigui un canvi de cromos, però també, a veure, segons els canvis que quedin, a lo millor el míster se la juga amb 4 darrere, ja que COPA té targeta també, i canvies dibuix. Pot fer diferents coses, a veure què fa, però té pinta que serà per un canvi per una altra punta. Home per home. Sí, jo me la jugaria en això també. Cuidado ahora porque ataca la Real. Ha estado bien la defensa del Mallorca.
Real Sociedad on the attack now. Really good work from the Mallorca defense. The corner gets whistled. But that central shot there was really dangerous. And there we go. Our doubts have been resolved. Now Abdon Prats is off to welcome Vedat Marishi. Standing ovation from the stands.
Atronadora esta ovación, una vez más, aquí al menos desde arriba nos cuesta escuchar a Damián porque el sonido ambiente es una locura y nos encanta. Pues Abdon es el hombre que sale, primer cambio en las filas de Javier Aguirre, entra Vedat Marishi.
Abdon is the first player to come off for the team tonight. Probably the most similar player when it comes to specific features is Marishi. However, great match from Abdon. He always works so hard. He had opportunities today. I'm sure if they had fallen to his left foot, then it would have been a different story. But we'll see if it's Vedat Marishi that brings the goal today.
Él necesita minutos para partidos que vienen también, ¿me entiendes? Porque no lo puedes tener en el banquillo todo, porque no va a hacer forma sin jugar. Pero también hoy te puede hacer cosas, en un balón parado a lo mejor. Claro, no, y mete gol y además con balones largos, Larin puede correr y... Cuidado porque espera, primero ataca la Real Sociedad dentro del área, Bryce.
Careful now because we've got Real Sociedad on the attack. Traoré is going to try and bring it down. Barrene didn't do particularly well there. Dani Rodriguez in possession now. Is that going to be a yellow card? Yes, it is. Second yellow card for Mallorca in this match. Manu Morlanes and Antonio Sanchez start to warm up.
Por esta banda. Una falta que, como te digo, no muy protestada por parte de futbolistas del Mallorca.
Sí, un desastre, decía Dani Rodríguez. Porque, bueno, la vara de medir lo que decía.
La falta era, pero yo creo que antes de...
Sí, no, la falta es. Ahí nadie,
sí, pero yo creo que antes era falta sobre Dani. El árbitro no lo vio.
Amarilla para Dani Rodríguez. Recordamos, creo que no lo hemos dicho, que a esta
Yellow card to Dani Rodríguez now.
Es decir, hasta los cuartos de final, a las 3 amarillas, te perdías el siguiente partido. Todo el mundo ha pasado limpio a la semifinal. A ver, porque la falta es peligrosa.
However, it is worth noting that any yellow cards that were under players' belts before have been erased for the semi-final. Bryce Mendes takes the corner.
Sí, porque yo me puse un poquito nervioso, la verdad.
Total.
No sé, lo mío ha pasado.
That definitely made us pretty nervous there, but in the end, luckily, it was slightly off target.
Sí, pero aquí no lo hemos visto tan claro, Joan.
Sí.
Aquí.
De aquí no. Pero yo vi que el portero...
Eso es. Nos dio seguridad de más Grive que, no,
que lo vio que...
no nuestro efecto óptico. Saca el largo el eslovaco. La gana...
Long shot from the Slovakian. Real Sociedad attacking on the left-hand side.
Obliga a la Real a tener que tocar con su defensa. Traoré con Zubeldia, para Lenormand. Lenormand para Javi Galán. Le doblaba por
Lenormand now over to Javi Galán.
ahora a ese lado.
Take Kubo.
Miquel Merino, que da vueltas sobre sí mismo, no lo ve claro. La presión ahora de el centro del campo mallorquinista. Le cae de nuevo a Zubeldia.
Balls back to Zubeldia once again.
Jaume Costa con él no puede combinar. Ahora se le llega al jugador de Mali, que ha vuelto de la Copa de África. De nuevo, jugando con la defensa. Tiene que venir
Once again, playing with the defenders right now. Zubimendi needs to move in. Take Kubo inside the goal-scoring area. Shoots, and Omar Sadiq just goes over the crossbar. And Real Sociedad just really gifted us that there. That third shot there was clearly going to be going into the back of the net.
Es de esas que se dice que era más difícil enviarla fuera que dentro, pero también es verdad que le pilla con un minibote el balón, ¿no? Y él tiene el cuerpo más adelantado que el
increíble,
pie.
Increíble en esta altura de que un futbolista puede fallar. Y luego nosotros, que yo y Chisco entrenamos chicos y la liga más...
Yeah, it's one of those where you think that is incredible that a player of his caliber could have missed that one. You know, Chisco and I here, we're training little kids every night, and even they wouldn't miss an opportunity as clear as that one.
Tots fallen. Son persones y en el final tots fallamos.
No, claro. Pero bueno, está bien que...
Well, at the end of the day, we are all human beings, of course, and anybody can miss.
Esta temporada estamos viendo que la primera que nos llega a los equipos rivales nos la están haciendo. El otro día fue el Athletic, por ejemplo, también. Nos ha pasado contra Osasuna, nos ha pasado contra varios equipos. El Valencia, quiero recordar también. Está bien que nos hayan llegado 3 claras, ¿no? Sí. Això també te fa creure.
So I guess it's good that today there's been those 3 clear opportunities, and that today they weren't able to score against us.
Cuando ves que esa pizca de suerte está de tu lado, te hace creer un pelín más. Cuidado porque la Real se está viniendo arriba. Espérate porque puede tener una mala Real Sociedad. Disparo Grive.
Real Sociedad now shoots. Dominic Grive moves in to save again. He had to close his legs really quickly for the ball not to go through the middle. What a high quality goalkeeper we have. So it's everybody's King's Cup right now. But at the moment, we are managing to hold them off. So minute 73, and at the moment just one change has been made on each side. Yes, and there are players warming up on both sides. Tony Lato, Antonio Sanchez in our case. However, Javier Aguirre is making many different players warm up. There was Manu Morlanes warming up earlier, and now he's not. So I think that there is a big variety of players getting ready now. There's now been a foul. At least he has been loyal to his criteria here. Balls now to Take Kubo, leaves for Omar Sadiq. The referee lets play go on. Traoré has to slow it down on the right hand side. I think we are just missing a bit of end action on all the moves at the moment. I think we also need a different kind of player right now. I think we Radonjic, of course, another player now. Well, we're going to take advantage of the fact that Johan Stankovic is here with us to make sure we pronounce his name correctly. But Manu Morlanes is now taking his warm-up vest on, and the same as Radonjic and Antonio Sanchez. So it looks like there's going to be a triple change for Mallorca. There you go. There's like Beetlejuice. We said his name 3 times, and he's appeared on the scene. Cleared by Mallorca now. Maybe he'll bring on some wingers to strengthen the size of the pitch right now, because we are getting into some minutes where Real Sociedad are absolutely going for it. Luckily, at the moment, their aim is not on their side, but they're definitely going out with as many opportunities as they can. And here we go. Here come the 3 changes for Mallorca. Dani Rodriguez is going to come up for Antonio Sanchez.
La verdad que nunca lo vi en esta posición jugando de delantero, pero bueno, es muy rápido. Es que chico, sobre todo cuando coja la velocidad en carrera, es que no lo llega nadie. Pero bueno, nunca.
Antonio Sanchez is very, very fast, so as soon as he manages to catch up with the rhythm of the match, I'm sure he's going to be an excellent asset to the team right now.
Y jugaba siempre por la banda izquierda. Y se iba de todo. Hay también cambio en la Real.
There's also change for Real Sociedad now.
Está el cambio, ya está Andrés Silva sobre el terreno de juego. No, iba a decir que incluso en algún momento de su carrera se pagó bien por él, 12 millones.
Sí, yo creo que pagó 12 millones, Roma pagó por él, luego fue en Marsella.
Creo que pagó.
Pero nunca llegó a explotar como nosotros pensábamos, porque yo lo conozco muy bien.
calidad tiene de sobra, porque ya solo viendo, nada,
y sobre todo
detalles de los
tiene
entrenos,
una edad, 28 años, es del año 96, tiene una edad buena, pues puede rendir aquí, porque hay en la historia de Mallorca han venido mucha gente, muchos jugadores, hablando de Samuel Eto'o, de Tristán, de Luque, que no
So
estaban
lots of talk about players such as Edo, who were not really playing in their teams at that time.
encontraron aquí.
You know, and when they came to Mallorca, they found the place. They found their place. They found their team. And without going much further, you can like there's the example of that with Maurici. So Radonjic now in his debut, in his first time in a Mallorca shirt. Very excited to see this Serbian player. Really, really high quality in his football boots and a lot of eagerness as well.
Digamos, no su última oportunidad, pero una de entre últimas oportunidades para jugar en una liga fuerte.
A ver, ataca la Real Sociedad. El primer balón que toca Andrés Silva, se le escapó el control, le llega a
First ball there by Andres Silva. Back to Dominic Greif.
Sí, pero bueno, yo creo que no era pase de Samu Costa, que podía haberla cogido, pero bueno, mejor. Eso es lo que queremos nosotros, luego el árbitro piensa sus cosas también. Hizo bien seguramente Dominic Greif despejando con el pie. Le da Maurici que va al suelo, gana el balón.
They let Maurici down to the ground, does win the battle though.
¿Sobre quién es que se duele, Damián? Sobre el terreno de juego, dos jugadores, ¿no? Uno por
So somebody is in pain right now on the ground. It's Samuel Costa and Mikel Merino from Real Sociedad. Yellow card for Real Sociedad's number 8.
Es un jugador que me encanta, Mikel Merino, pero hoy no me está gustando, por lo que sea. Hoy no me está cayendo bien. Y bueno, espérate con Samu porque todavía no se ha levantado, Damián.
Así es, si entran las asistencias a atender al portugués en el Mallorca, están calentando Mal Mascarell, que podría ser un sustituto de Samu, y Toni Lato. Bueno, de momento se sigue doliendo de la pierna izquierda, ahora le están echando reflex milagroso por la zona de
Toni Lato now.
Pierna izquierda, es verdad que no es en esa zona, pero en la pierna izquierda es donde se hizo daño, ¿no? También en esa entrada de Johnny Cardoso del Betis. Se levanta Samu, cojeando un poco el futbolista portugués, pero parece que va a continuar. Y lo de Toni Lato calentando, bueno, nos alegramos de que continúe Samu Costa, pero estaremos atentos porque también...
Samu Costa still on the pitch, but we also do have Toni Lato warming up on the sidelines.
Esperemos que hoy no sea necesario. Toni Lato decía, no, que Jaume Costa el otro día jugó todo el partido. Hoy también lleva 80 minutos, 81 ya, a una intensidad que...
Sí. Ho deixa tot, no... I aquesta jugada s'ha fet mal per anar en el límit, és a dir, a totes.
Probablemente sea uno de esos cambios, el recambio de Toni Lato por Jaume Costa.
So Toni Lato for Jaume Costa is one of those changes that we can expect soon. Gio Gonzalez raises his head. Radonjic now.
Pero al final no pudo irse de su par. Siendo el dorsal 23, Radonjic. Pero sí que se le vio eléctrico, se le vio eléctrico en los movimientos. Vamos a ver, Manu Morlanes para...
Manu Morlanes now.
Que abra el Mallorca al costado izquierdo. Jaume Costa, el centro, Jaume Costa.
Opens up to the left-hand side. Jaume Costa, can it be a central? But the defense from Real Sociedad manages to get through.
Se frena Barrene. Uf, qué bien ha salido de esa Barrene. Qué bien ha salido la Real ahora mismo con el balón jugado. En el centro del campo para los Txuri-Urdin. Mallorca ya replegado.
Mallorca now doubled back in defense. Radonjic, who we saw earlier more on the right-hand side, is now more on the left-hand side in this part of the match. Yeah, I think Real Sociedad look like they've changed their formation a bit right now.
A favor de la Real Sociedad sobre Andrés Silva. Hay algo de contacto, sí, pero es que están agarrando los dos. Andrés Silva también está utilizando los brazos. En fin, ve.
Andrés Silva was also using his arms there.
No, y sobre todo tienes que saberlo porque una falta muy peligrosa. En el minuto de partido que estamos tienes que haber dado cuenta que te la van a pitar, ¿no?
However, I think it's pretty obvious at this point in the match that those kind of actions are going to be punished by the referee.
La pone Bryce al centro del área, despeja el Mallorca, banda para la Real. Vamos a llegar al 84. Real Club Deportivo Mallorca 0, Real Sociedad 0, ida de la semifinal de la Copa del Rey. Lo contamos aquí en Play Red Dive. Compitiendo como siempre nuestro equipo. Uy, avisando ahora ahí Dominic Greif sobre el desmarque.
Dominic Greif there.
Vaya sprint se pegó para venir a pedirla. Estuvo muy atento Dominic Greif.
Sprinted over then to steal the ball from one of the Real Sociedad midfielders. I don't think any of the defenders actually saw that then.
Esperado, Manuel, para los cambios, que más allá del delantero por delantero. Ahora hay un balón largo del Mallorca que se perderá por la línea de banda. Real Mallorca, hay que animar, claro que sí, quedan 5 minutos para
Chance or support for Mallorca there in the stadium, just 5 minutes away from full time now.
Los minutos más importantes de este partido. Recuperación del Mallorca de Diego González, vamos a ver quién la baja. La Real, bien atento.
Diego González now, but Real Sociedad are the ones that bring the ball down the pitch.
Abre de primeras Barrene. Al costado izquierdo es Javi Galán tocando de cara con Mikel Merino. Levanta la cabeza el 8. La Real jugando con Futbol.
Real Sociedad's number 8 for Fuelia opens up to Trude. Playing towards the inside with Take Kubo. Playing with Zubimendi. In front of the goal scoring area now, cleared by Gio Gonzalez. Long ball from him. Reda Marishi really does have to sprint against the two midfielders now. Not much space for him either. Yeah, of course, he's under a lot of pressure right now.
Lo que dijo Chisky, a Muriqui nunca le puedes buscar un balón largo porque no tiene velocidad, pero a Radonjic sí,
Bueno, y cada vez más claro.
A Larry sí.
Más claro ese 5-4-1 del Mallorca con Radonjic por la izquierda y Antonio Sánchez por
That 5-4-1 formation from Mallorca now looking clearer than ever. Real Sociedad now attacking on the right-hand side. Moving around all sides of the pitch. Barrene now. Copete receives the congratulations from Dominic Greif.
Tiene suerte Copete que va hacia su propia portería, pero al menos no va.
Tocó el balón, pues.
No va entre los tres palos su despeje, pero sí a córner. De nuevo Bryce, el encargado de ponerla desde la esquina.
Bryce once again going for a corner.
Al primer palo directamente Bryce, el despeje del Mallorca para que
hits the post. Bryce, and they clear it. They almost reach the other goal scoring area now. Throw it in. There was two mistakes there. The first touch from Radonjic, a bit too long. And Omar Mascaré is now getting ready.
La punta de la bota a Traoré. Y decías, Damián, ¿quién va a salir?
Omar Mascaré para el Mallorca, además de Turrientes y Maguna Celaya. Para la Real.
Ahí tenemos los cambios preparados, pero de momento el balón está en juego en el estadio Mallorca Somos. La tiene la Real. Uy, a punto de recuperar el Mallorca.
Real Sociedad in possession now. Mallorca nearly managed to recover the ball there. Open up to Take Cubo now. Passes through two Mallorca players, but Jaume Costa manages to hold him off. We've not got many players there though now to do any damage.
Así es. Primero los cambios en la Real Sociedad. Se va Miquel Merino y entra Beñat Turrientes. Y se marcha Barrene y entra Maguna Celaya.
Merino moves away now. So changes for Real Sociedad. And in the case of Mallorca, Samu Costa comes off and Omar Mascaré comes on. So Samu Costa, who of course was hit before, he was the victim of a bit of a crash on the pitch before, and also has just come back from a recent injury.
Cambio en la Real, uno más en el Mallorca, Omar Mascaré por Samu Costa, bueno, posición por posición, no hay cambios en el dibujo de Javier Aguirre. Ya es un poco lo que no has perdido en 90 minutos, no lo pierdas en el tiempo añadido, ¿no? ¿Firmáis ahora ya este empate en el minuto en el que estamos? Bueno, espérate.
So would you be happy with a draw, or do you think we still got to try and clinch the victory here?
5 minutos.
5 6, 5.
So 5 or 6 minutes of extra time.
Cuando el tablero se estaba colocando en una posición en la que no podía ver y me había parecido que eran 5.
Se parecen 5 6. No te vamos a matar por ello, Damián, no te preocupes.
Se agradece eso, José.
A ver, cuidado por el REY, porque ahora mismo hay una falta que puede ser peligrosa a favor de la Real Sociedad. La coloca con mimo Bryce Méndez.
Bryce Méndez sends it very carefully. Muñoz Ruiz whistles, and Bryce Méndez organises the shot. This could go back to the goalkeeper. And back to the start for Dominic Grieve. First minute of 6 of extra time gone. Mallorca 0, Real Sociedad 0.
Bueno, en caso de acabar así, bueno, y con 1-0 y con 0-1, sería eliminatoria completamente abierta, lo que ya suponíamos. Habrá que ir ahí a...
Of course, with this 0-0 score at full time, this would be a second semi-final absolutely wide open, and that would mean a very, very tough battle for us in Real Sociedad in San Sebastian. Real Sociedad moves the ball.
Por la izquierda la Real, tiene que volver hacia atrás sin prisa, no quieren cometer errores, no quieren perderla y propiciar un contraataque mallorquinista. Ataque cubo, diagonal hacia adentro, se va de su par, ha podido recibir falta.
Real Sociedad now could be fouled. Yes, he is fouled actually because Jaume Costa was grabbing his shirt. Dominic Grieve punches the ball out of the goal there. Really, really focused. Really, really impressive from him. But referee has now stopped play because Martin Valiant seems to be in pain.
se tiene que llevar al que sea por delante, claro que sí, y seguro que lo entiende Martín Valier, que no le guarda rencor. Se canta el himno cuando ataca la Real Sociedad, Traoré dentro del área, que ha pitado.
Real Sociedad on the attack, the anthem being sung all around the stadium, a foul whistled in favour of Mallorca, and thank goodness for that.
Sí, que le está explicando que no sé si has visto los gestos también de Traoré.
Sí, de como iba corriendo, no puedo hacer otra cosa.
Ya, pero claro, va corriendo. Le he explicado, voy corriendo y voy moviendo los brazos. Ya, pues en uno de esos movimientos has impactado en Jaume Costa y le has hecho falta. Y es compatible lo que dice Traoré con que sea falta. Dominic Graif jugando el largo, a ver si tenemos una.
Dominic Graif playing the long game now. Where that Marishi combs it. Let's see if we can get a throw in from there. Jaume Costa goes for a central shot. We don't manage to rebound. Martin Valier wants to shoot with everything he's got, but somebody else took it down. Diego Gonzalez slips on the right wing too, and that's a real shame that we weren't able to end that move. Matija Nastasic there puts the pressure on. So just over a minute now until the final whistle in Son Moix.
Creo que es para un futbolista de... No, creo que es Andrés Silva. Sí, yo creo que es Andrés Silva, por las protestas seguramente.
And I think that's a yellow card for Andrés Silva, probably for protesting, in fact.
Y bien hecha la falta, aunque había la de la ventaja y luego ha vuelto para atrás. Anterior. Balón que va a colgar al área la Real Sociedad desde el círculo central. Balón frontal, a ver si podemos despejar fácil. Puede ser que sea córner. Sí, será córner.
Could this be a corner now? Well, it is going to be a corner, but I think the referee had initially said that was going back to the goalkeeper. So he seems to have changed his mind. Last one of the match, as Jovan Stankovic says, because it's just a minute, just a couple of seconds, in fact, to reach the end of the match. We've got to defend this with everything we have. And we've got to go to Anoeta to try and get through to the final. There could be a counter-attack, and the referee is going to go and whistle the end. Oh, he doesn't, and eventually... And there is the final whistle. And just at the end there it was a yellow card for one of the Mallorca players. I think it's for Jaume Costa. So the end of the match in Son Moix Stadium. So Mallorca 0, Real Sociedad 0. Well, I think Mallorca were much better in the first half than the second half. I think in the second half they were missing a lot of form and a lot of spark. I think that Real Sociedad had a lot to play for too. And I think, to be honest, you know, a 0-0 score isn't the end of the world. It's not a bad result. Well, I think they could have done a bit more tonight, but I think there were parts that were pretty balanced. Abdon obviously had a really clear opportunity.
L'eliminatori està oberta. Evidentment, hem d'anar allà i bueno, hem d'intentar fer el millor partit, donar la nostra millor versió, perquè ja no serà fàcil. Està totalment oberta. Jo crec que ni positiu ni negatiu el resultat. Està tot per dir, absolutament tot.
Bueno, tot per decidir. Bueno, Jovan, sé que te tienes que ir. Gracias por habernos acompañado.
Sí, tengo que irme. Muchas gracias y nos vemos otro día.
Ojalá sea en la Cartuja también.
Ojalá.
Antes habrá más partidos. Gracias, Jovan.
Well, thank you very much for being with us, Johan Stankovic. I hope that the next time I see you, we're in La Cartuja in Seville. We're going to go to a really quick ad break and be back with all the interviews post-match. Don't go anywhere.
100% y paga en 12 meses sin intereses. Para importes desde 200 euros hasta 200.000 euros. 0% TAE. Grupo Escribano.
Bienvenido a bordo. Déjate llevar por la compañía española con la que vuelan cada año más de 10 millones de pasajeros a más de 50 destinos en todo el mundo. Disfruta de la unión entre tecnología y confort que ofrecemos en nuestra renovada flota de aviones. Nos gustará verte pronto. Muy pronto. En Europa, cada detalle cuenta.
El temps que ens ha tocat viure és la meva vida. I ara sé com la vull viure.
Ya estamos de vuelta, ha sido rápido, ya sin Jovan Stankovic, que como decíamos se ha tenido que ir. Ahí están algunos aficionados, sobre todo los más pequeños que quieren pues inmortalizar el momento, pedir alguna foto, algún autógrafo a sus ídolos, que hoy los jugadores de Mallorca han empatado a 0 contra la Real Sociedad. Hi ha motius per creure, no, Xisco?
I tant, evidentment. Sabem que...
So there's definitely reason to believe we're still in it, right? Oh, for sure. I think we have to believe that we're still here because we deserve it. Sorry, just to cut you off, because we've actually got Samuel Costa with Damian. Yes, we are here with Samuel Costa. Hello to you. So how do you feel about the return and then the second leg in San Sebastián? Well, I think it was a really tough rival. We knew that we were going to have moments with no possession, but we were prepared to struggle. I think we're obviously still in it, but we definitely want more. So there were not many opportunities, but the ones that were really clear for both players, for both sides.
Y bueno, eso pasa en fútbol, es imposible ver un partido sin ocasiones, pero
I think it's impossible to see a match without any opportunities to score.
Sí, no, que esto al final es una eliminatoria a doble partido y que en este
at the end of the day, it's
sigue abierto. Nosotros queremos llegar a final.
We want to reach the final, of course. We've been working for that.
vamos a hacer lo que tenemos que hacer, vamos a creer que es posible.
Y ahora ya descansar y cambiar
But
el
I
chip, ¿no?
think
Para la
we
liga
just need
este
to keep
próximo
believing
fin
that
de
that
semana.
it's possible.
Sí, el
So
fútbol
of
es
course,
así,
then
hay
you've
que
got your La Liga
confiar,
match
hay
this
que
weekend as well against Rayo
pensar en
Vallecano.
este partido, pero en un par de días hay que ya pensar en radio.
Perfecto, Samu, pues
Vale,
muchas gracias.
gracias.
Yes, we're going to be thinking about that as well right from tomorrow. Well, thank you very much.
Però és impossible. Ells estan obligats a pensar en dissabte, bueno, en diumenge. Però nosaltres podem, no? Xerrar un poquet d'aquella tornada.
Well, I think we can definitely talk about
En els darrers anys, fa molt que no guanyem allà. Han jugat bons partits.
Anoeta. We haven't won for many years, unfortunately.
És un camp complicat. Jo no puc pensar encara en diumenge. Estic pensant en la tornada ja.
But I definitely can't think about Sunday yet. All I can think about is the King's Cup. I think they've definitely given us enough reasons to be able to dream. But it's true that we are going to a stadium where it's really difficult to win. But I think, that there are some really difficult challenges ahead, and we've got to take them as if they are, as the challenge that they are. Because we've proven, and we need to keep proving, that we are able to beat any kind of team.
Sí, però realment el resultat està totalment obert i a un partit pot passar qualsevol cosa. Nosaltres les hem tingudes, no ens hem pogut posar per davant, que era el que tots volíem, i s'havien donat per això, perquè crec que hem tingut ocasions suficients. Després sí que hi ha hagut una part més de la Real que han tingut opcions també com l'opció clara.
I do think Real Sociedad had some very clear chances. But we had to readjust. We had to change the formation. I mean, they are a Champions League team at the end of the day. I think that we put on a really good fight. And once again, the team proved that when we have to defend and stick together, then we are always capable of doing that. We did need perhaps to move forward. I don't think Vilat had any particular chances. But of course, we're up against a rival that really knows how to play too, and that also really wants to be in the final. So let's just go over the stats of the match. So 5 shots from Mallorca, 12 from Real Sociedad. However, we had no shots on target. Real Sociedad had several on target. However, Dominic Reif, as we said, one of the unquestionable figures of the match tonight. Rajkovic, of course, is our regular goalkeeper for La Liga. And Dominic Reif has just proven time and time again in the King's Cup how strong he is as a goalkeeper for the team right now. I think that can sometimes be really hard because when you've got all these different goalkeepers that are all perfectly capable. We know that he's a highly experienced goalkeeper, of course, but it's a really high level of training. And they give absolute everything to try and improve. Yeah, and as well, it's because they're a big family. I mean, I work here every day. I only speak of what I've seen. But you've been in lots of locker rooms as well. is it really as special as people say? Because you've obviously been in several different teams, several different squads. Yeah, I don't think it's an easy thing. I think on a team level, it's all about keeping a goal. You know, you want people that really like have a feeling for the team colors. And I think the atmosphere is kept with people that creates, you know, a solid base for the team. And it definitely gives you a huge boost. You know, I've seen it on a professional level, and it's not easy to achieve. Exactly, that is exactly why I was asking you, because you've experienced it from the inside, of course. So we definitely have to really value and how lucky we are here in Mallorca. So 61% possession for Real Sociedad today, 3 saves from Dominic Grave, none by Alex Ramiro. Offside, 1 apiece for each team. 19 fouls for Mallorca, 12 for Real Sociedad, 3 yellow cards for each team. And no red cards, so those are the stats from the match. Important for the next semi-final too. So we do have 1 player that we will have recovered by then, which is Antonio Raillo. And today, of course, we didn't particularly need him. We were talking about this incredibly important absence, but throughout the match, in all honesty, the 3 central defenders did an excellent job, and we didn't say at any point, oh, you know, if Rayo had been here, this would be a different story. Yeah, I think we've definitely proven that whoever comes on to play definitely puts up a fight. I think group cohesion and group gelling is incredibly important, and definitely the support from the fans was the player number 12 today. Fans didn't stop cheering and supporting the team for the whole of the match. And, you know, it's a bit of a cliche, but it's so true how important it is. On an emotional level, that pushes you forward and it gives you strength when you most need it. And, you know, I think if you add to that the fact that we've got a locker room that's so involved and so supportive of each other, and then we also have to just keep this strength that we had at home for when we go away. Yeah, I think already from the reception of the team bus today, I think there was a repetition of what we saw against Girona the other day. Yeah, I think there was a lot of excitement. At the end of the day, we need to see that, and the players need to show on the pitch as well. And so I think it's just a 10 out of 10 for the fans today, and really congratulations to the players as well. So we will, of course, have to see how many Mallorca fans make their way over to Anoeta. Lots of them, of course, will be without a ticket even, but just to show their support and to be there where the players are. And I'm just watching some of the moments of the match back now. Those 2 chances from Abdon, you were saying earlier that you know, if it had fallen to his left foot. Yeah, exactly. I think if he'd just been slightly more patient, it might have got to his left foot, and I think he wanted to rebound there and finish his move. But, you know, Abdon always creates opportunities from nowhere. And I think he's a player that gives so much to the team. But I think perhaps he is he's saving his magic for the day in Anoeta. today was the debut for Radonjic, just after Johan taught us earlier to pronounce the name properly. So his first minutes today, what did you think of his performance? Oh, hang on, we're gonna go back to that because we've got Javier Aguirre talking to Damian. Yes, we are here. Good evening to you. What's your reading of the match today? Well, that we were good in the first half. The second half, the other team were much better. Despite that, we had kind of a chance to score. And I think that we're going to keep an open mind. Nothing is set in stone yet. I think they are the favourites and that we're going to struggle. But all our excitement is still definitely very much intact. So I think today you showed that you are ready to battle against any kind of rivals. Yeah, exactly. I mean, they just played against Paris Saint-Germain, and I think that we aren't a rival of that magnitude or caliber, but we deserve to be in the semi-finals. Obviously, it was good that we played at home today. I really thank all the fans for their unconditional support throughout 90 minutes, and we're still alive. That's my reading of it. Well, yes, you were saying that it's a 180-minute long knockout. Yeah, I mean, today is not the end of the match. Whatever the result was, the match is still alive, and of course, it just depends on what we're, what we look like on the second round. So the words of Javier Aguirre there, saying that the first half we were pretty good, and the second half, what did he say? He said that they completely wiped the floor with us. Well, I don't think they were much better than us, but yeah, perhaps they did show a bit more skill. Yeah, I think obviously in the first half maybe it was all a bit more balanced, and I think after Abdon came off, we did start to struggle a bit more. I think Radonjic came on at the moment where we were struggling the most. Yeah, and I think, of course, he's also a very vertical player. And you've got to understand the context of the situation. I don't think when we're at the moment of stealing, I don't think that we were particularly lucid enough.
És un jugador que té qualitat, que té desborde, que té 1 contra 1.
Mira que ha tocat, crec que ha estat una per allà, per la banda dreta.
Sí, i ja has vist alguna cosa diferent.
Ha tingut un moviment d'aquests elèctrics, no?
Sí, això tot d'una...
L'ha perduda, però...
Sí, l'ha perduda, però veus que ho intenta, que té aquesta creativitat, que quan té la pilota no s'amaga i intenta coses. Per tant, és un futbolista...
I think that he's the kind of player that will not shy away from opportunities.
No en tot el ritme que poden tenir altres jugadors i que s'ha de tenir paciència amb ell.
I think we're going to have to be very patient with him.
Ja t'he dit, com entrena l'equip, jo que tens la sort de veure-los pràcticament cada dia, com entrenen i el dia a dia...
I'm lucky enough to watch them train every day. And I think that they just give it their all the time, and I think any of his gains will translate into more victories from us. So we know that there is still a long way to go because it's the 27th of February, the next round of this. So of course, there's no way of saying of knowing how long this is going to and how different players are going to reach those matches.
Sí, al final sabem com és ja la Real, que és un equip molt fort a casa, però nosaltres...
Well, of course, Real Sociedad are a really strong side when they're at home. But I think, the 0-0 today... I think even if they put pressure on us, we just get to work, all of us together, and that we always manage to move out of danger.
I jo estic segur que
And I'm sure that we will have our chances to score.
I allà en el final jo crec que hi ha dues coses. Ells estan a competicions diferents, tenen, entre cometes, cert desgaste o possibilitat de desgaste més que nosaltres, i nosaltres al revés. Nosaltres podem, diguéssim, generar més engranatge en quant a l'equip, en quant a la relació.
I think we will definitely just be able to go all out a little bit more than them. We've got Marishi, who will also be desperately trying to get back into his form.
Perquè nosaltres sí que ho tenim un poc més fàcil en quant a la planificació. Ells sí que ho tenen tot molt junt, molta més
ara tenen
càrrega competitiva. És així.
Tenen dissabte Real Sociedad Osasuna.
So of course they have Real Sociedad Osasuna this Saturday. Then they've got Paris Saint-Germain next week for the Champions knockout round. Then they're coming here on the 18th. We've got Mallorca Real Sociedad, but the La Liga match instead. 23rd Real Sociedad Villarreal, and then 27th the next round of the semi-finals.
Sí, part de la càrrega competitiva és moltíssim. La càrrega emocional, és a dir, és molt complicat gestionar tot això.
Estem pendents de sentir més protagonistes en els micròfons de Damián García. No sé si podemos ver, compañeros, alguno de los mapas de calor hoy.
So I don't know if we could see one of the movement maps, perhaps.
No l'hem vist darrerament en Sergi Darder com a titular. De fet, el partit del Girona no va ser titular i, si no va malament, crec que no va disputar ni cap minut, no? I és un jugador que avui l'hem vist amb aquestes ganes, amb aquesta il·lusió, amb aquest mossegar, no? Que jo deia al principi, és que se pensi que...
I think we definitely saw a lot of bite today from Sergi Darder, something that we had wanted to definitely see. But here you've got blue all over the shop there. And we also have Manuel Iguacil in his press conference. So we're just going to hear his take on what happened after this 0-0 result.
Hola.
So unfortunately, the first questions of this press conference are in Basque, which I am unable to translate. My apologies.
Ala eta guztiz, posik, taldeak erakutsi du berriro ere olako partiduetan, handitu iteala, eta nire ustez, pena ez asmatzea, helburua gaurkoa zen irabaztea, eta hortara jokatu dut, eta pena hori, utzean jutea. Ala eta guztiz, zorion du jokalaria, zeratik nire ustez izuak eskola nahi dute berriro ere, hemen oandala gutxi ikusi zenuen, Girona potxe egin zuen, eta ez da erresa, eta, egia esan, gure taldeak, nire ustez, partidu bikaina egin du, batipa biharrengo zati horretan.
Abixatu zenuen, ez zela erresa izango, Mallorcaren planteamendu hau espero zen, ez da? Zaila zen zirrikituak tokatzea.
Bai, zalantzari gabe, ez que beti izatea, zailak eta semifinal bada, eta, leheno esan dizuten bezala, handala gutxi Girona etorri zan honea, eta ikusi zenuen zer nolako partia intzuen Mallorcak. Ala eta guztiz, nire ustez bat ematek irabaztekotan gu izan geha, naiz eta lehen da biziko zati horretan, intensidadadetik eta beraiek ere indartsuago zauden, eta zailagoa zan, baina biharrengo zati horretan ikusi da, gun nagusi ginala, ondo aiatu ea, pena ez asmatzea azkenengo metro horietan.
Sadik izan da protagonista, izan dituko laukera garriak, ez da nola amaitu duen, izan duzun aukerari?
Bechis, com es pot traduir tot el que ha dit Imanol Alguacil?
Sí, ha dit algo de Girona i del Betis, això ho he entès.
No, veiem ara aquesta...
Well, we were just asking Chisco there for a translation of those questions. Chisco says, I don't know, something about Girona, something about Betis, I don't know what he was saying.
Damián, per allà
But we do have Damian near the locker room right now. So are we going to have anybody else to hear from? Yes, we should have Sergi Darder and Gio Gonzalez. However, of course, today is a very important day. So the players, before talking to us, they are also talking to Movistar. They're also talking to Televisión Española with their families as well. Yeah, exactly. It's all happening. And after all of that, which is obviously not no joke, then it's time for them to come and speak to us.
Y mira, precisamente, ahora ya está viniendo Sergi Darder. Aguantadme, compañeros.
So Sergi Darder is now coming over to speak to me now. So I'm here with Sergi Darder. Hello to you. So what is your analysis of the match? Pretty balanced match, right? Yeah, I think our it was up to the first half was up to what was expected of us. I think the second half wasn't so great, but we did our best until that point. Of course, we did definitely struggle to finish our moves in the second half.
Sí, perquè està tot obert per la tornada de Sant Sebastián, no?
Sí, està clar que era l'objectiu principal.
So I think everything's ready then for the.
Tot això que tenen després de tornada, però sobretot era porteria zero. Crec que era un missatge molt clar del míster després del partit de l'altre dia, com ens va fer mal. Crec que dintre nostra la porteria zero.
I think the result the other day really did affect us emotionally. So obviously we wanted to try and score today, but the opportunity didn't come to us. So of course we're just going to be really excited now for the next leg to come around. So of course there's 180 minutes really of yeah, of course I think at half time we would have been pretty happy with a 0-0.
Ells el tindran allà, però bueno, és vera que nosaltres en el partit de Lliga ja els van fer un partit molt seriós allà, inclús te diria varen perdre, però no és que mereixéssim empatar, crec que varen mereixer guanyar. Així que te dic, són un partit molt igualat contra aquest equip, és un equip que juga bé i deixa jugar molt poc, és un equip que fa moltes faltes com nosaltres.
I think that Real Sociedad are a really good team. They foul a lot and they don't like to let you play too much.
Sí, per molt que costi, per molt que nosaltres volguéssim que la tornada fos...
Yeah, I mean, we would of course like the next leg to be next week, but but of course it's La Liga that pays the bills for the club and for us, so we can't forget about that either. So it's just going to be a change of mentality right from this moment. So thank you very much and good night to you. Well, thank you to Sergi Darder and thank you to Damian. I think Ivanol Alguacil is still in his press conference. Let's see if it's now in a language that we understand. So not long ago, Girona came to Somos in a Kings Cup match, like you said, and it seemed to be, Javier Aguirre planned that match incredibly well. Did you base yourself on that match in preparation for this one? Because the team came out pretty much with the same formation. And it looked like you were able to cancel out all Mallorca's opportunities. Well, unfortunately, we can't hear Aguacil's answer there because we're going to go over to Damian with Gio Gonzalez.
calidad en todas sus líneas, sobre todo de mitad de campo hacia adelante, con mucha movilidad. Sabíamos que teníamos que enfrentar a un rival durísimo, la verdad.
We know you're up against an incredibly tough rival today. They did a really good job.
Y bueno, creo que colectivamente hablando no nos salieron las
I
cosas
think collectively things didn't go as well as we would have liked. We weren't able to create clear opportunities to score.
en la presión, en la marca. Y no podíamos dar 3 o 4 pases seguidos que se la volvemos a entregar a ellos.
You know, we weren't able to do 3 or 4 consecutive passes. We've got to try and fix that for the next round, but that's still quite a way away. So we've got to think about Sunday's match now.
Pero competir de esta manera ante un equipazo contra la Real Sociedad, imagino que os da confianza de cara a ese partido de vuelta en San Sebastián.
So I guess thinking that you are able to not concede any goals against Real Sociedad is a confidence boost for the next round. Yeah, I mean, there's still 90 minutes left, of course. If there's anything that makes us stand out as a team is how that we never give up and how much we fight and how much we support our teammates as well. And it's still all wide open, of course. There's still 90 minutes left, 11 on 11, and we're going to fight for everything. Well, thank you very much for talking to us, and good luck for Sunday. So, yeah, I mean, pretty simple and clear words there from Gio Gonzalez, but he's absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, we know exactly where we're going, and it's all wide open right now. We know that. You know, and at the end of the day, we think, why not? We know that we are a team that can really do some damage. So let's hear the end of this press conference. So the first change you made was in the 78th minute and then a double change in the 90th. What was your reasoning behind that? Oh, because we were just doing a lot better than Mallorca, and I thought we didn't need to do any changes. And like you saw, we were better until the end. We created some opportunities against them, so that was the reason. So Mikitos here, IB3 Radio. I think, I mean, my fullest respect to Mallorca, especially for the match they did against Girona, such as the one they did today in the first half. But I think, great to them, because if we lower our level and we disrespect our rivals, that's when things start to go very, very wrong. I think they've got a great coach, great players. He knows what he's doing. And he managed to prove that against Girona recently. So I wanted to ask you, you still have the feeling from the match today. So what kind of match do you expect in Anoeta? I think it's really complicated to answer that question because it's so far ahead. We've got the Champions League match in the middle as well, but Mallorca are fighting for their lives in La Liga too. Both teams are fighting for something that's very, very important. You know better than me that if there's the pressure from those below you, then things can get really difficult. So there's still a long way to go until that second round. Maybe when that match comes around, they've won all their La Liga matches. We've lost all our La Liga matches, and it could be, or the opposite. Maybe they're in relegation zone by then. maybe they're then in the relegation zone. They think it's better to concentrate on them and on those ones and not focus on the King's Cup semi-final. I mean, it completely depends.
Y afrontarlo, como le he dicho a tu compañero antes, de la mejor manera posible.
Manuel, en los últimos tiempos ha habido gente que ha puesto el énfasis en el número de faltas tácticas que hace la Real Sociedad para cortar determinadas fases de juego. Ayer incluso Javier Aguirre hablaba que dentro de la realidad, pero que la Real sabía manejar ese tipo de... Hoy el número de faltas ha sido abrumadoramente favorable a favor del lado de Mallorca.
So today there were a lot of fouls, but even more for Mallorca, in fact. I'm going to be very, very clear about this. We are one of the most noble teams in La Liga. And probably a lot of fouls get whistled against, but a lot of those are not actual fouls. One thing is the fouls that we actually do and the fouls that are whistled against us. If there is a team that is more noble than Real Sociedad, well, let me doubt that. And I think today we proved it. What is the team feeling physically right now up against a team like Paris Saint-Germain? Well, I mean, I think it's all about seeing how many people we have ready for the team. I think everybody's really exhausted. I think both Mallorca and us, they've got so much to play for. So I think it's just a day-by-day thing, really. We had a lot of players that weren't able to be ready today. It's just a wait and see situation. And that's all we can do. Just go step by step. So the words from Emmanuel Alguacil there. So I think there was a bit of a dig there against about the noble teams. I think that little dig at the end of and it was proven today. It's a bit strange, right? Yeah, I don't really know what he means by it. I think Real Sociedad knows exactly when they have to foul and when they don't. Of course, yeah, then they're not disrespecting. There's tactical fouls. They know when they have to do them. And fouling is a perfectly valid football tactic. I think the attitude from the referee today slowed down the rhythm of the match. That is for sure.
Sí, després no, i criteri pot diferent, però en un parell d'ocasions en el Mallorca no l'ha deixat sortir quan hi havia accions clares amb espais per poder atacar la contra, i ens han tancat un poc el ritme que volíem posar nosaltres en el partit, i la Real també l'ha fet bé, per aquesta part.
I think Real Sociedad did a really good job too, though.
El ritme que nosaltres volíem imposar, i també des del principi no han arriscat tant com el Girona, no han volgut jugar tan oberts, han estat més, per dir-ho de qualque manera, més pragmàtics, i a l'inici no han arriscat tant i no han pogut robar pilotes a dalt.
I don't think they took the risks at the beginning of the match, which meant that we weren't able to steal too much from them. Well, I think here is especially a message more directed towards his team, or I hope anyway. I think he knows that we can't get distracted. And I think that he doesn't trust us as a team. And to be honest, I think that's a good thing. Well, I think we can expect Javier Aguirre to be here pretty soon. Do you think Javier Aguirre is going home today a happy man?
D'aquest partit, però marcant una de les dues de Natón.
Exacte, talment. És a dir, mos per davant en el marcador i anar amb un poc d'avantatge ja.
Abans de començar aquesta roda de premsa de Javier Aguirre, Xisco, gràcies per tot.
So before we go into Javier Aguirre's press conference, I'd like to say thank you very much to you for being here today. Oh, thank you very much. No, I'm here for whatever you need. So it seems like the plan is still wide open. So are you happy with tonight's match? Well, they were infinitely superior to us in the second half. But we're still definitely very excited. And you can never take anything for granted.
¿Qué tal, mister? Buenas noches, me quito usted de radio. No sé, con la idea que usted tenía, ¿qué le ha faltado al equipo para que usted acabe 100% satisfecho en esta primera parte?
El primer tiempo fue bueno a nosotros, fue bueno, fue igualado.
I think our idea today was pretty spot on. I think we put a lot of pressure on them. I think we needed something in the second half. We needed to believe it a bit more, perhaps. And leg strength as well. I don't think that we are tricksters as a team. I don't think we try and hide things on the pitch. But playing like we did in the first half, if we'd held that up, I think it would have been more fun and more entertaining, more attractive. But the end conclusion is that we're going to Anoeta with the tag of victims, but we're going to fight anyway. So I wanted to ask what Abdon was like. I think he held it off, but we did see him have that slip. Yeah, he really did. It was really tough for him. He had a bit of an ankle twist there. Let's see how he feels tomorrow. But yeah, I watched that back and it looked pretty ugly to me, actually. So let's just wait and see then. So I wanted to just ask you, looking a bit further than today's match, how are you getting ready for the return match? Imanol was saying that Mallorca is definitely still alive in the battle. And now, how are you feeling? Because everything's still pretty hot, right straight from the match. Well, I think me and Imanol, we're football people, and I don't think you can definitely write anybody off until the end whistle from the referee. We will definitely be there, of course. We're definitely not the favourites. We weren't then, and we won't be over there either, of course. They're a Champions League team that is designed for this. We'll definitely struggle.
no son favoritos, también es realidad. Pero bueno, la ilusión es así, tenemos que ser 50-50.
Vamos aquí. Aquí, Javier, ¿qué tal? Juan Semper, Preparación Deportiva. Yo quería hacer dos preguntas cortas. La primera es sobre Toni Lato, que lleva dos partidos.
The first question is about Toni Lato, who hasn't played for 2 matches. Is there anything going on with him physically? No, I hadn't realized that.
No, decisión mía totalmente, sí.
La segunda es sobre la competición, la Copa del Rey. ¿Cuál crees que es ese factor?
And the second one is about the King's Cup. What do you think is the factor? What do you think happens with REY Mallorca in the King's Cup that allows them to dominate against huge rivals? Well, I think, in Burgos, Galicia, Navarra, it was the same kind of situation. I think that you've got lots of people supporting you. And that's always really stimulating, and it's a huge plus. Today we saw the debut of Radonji after all the paperwork finishing. What did you think of the Serbian's debut, and how is he adapting to the team? So first of all, what did I think of his performance, right? Well, kind of, a bit like he didn't really find himself on the pitch today. He's a really fast player. I really hope that we can see and appreciate his speed. He's pretty good at with his English, but there's also lots of other players that understand his native language, which is a real help. I think I like him. He's funny. So still ages away till the 27th of February. We've got many La Liga matches in the middle. How do you handle the pressure? 3 players have that only that have played a semi-final of the King's Cup. How do you prevent them from thinking of the other semi-final so much? Yeah, that's a really good question, because that is exactly my job, isn't it? And I think that from tomorrow we're going to just be switched on against Rayo Vallecano. I don't think we'll even watch the match back tomorrow, because that's not our focus now. Last year I had like 12, 14 great players, and then kind of a difference in level. Now this year I've got 17, 18 fantastic players that are at the top of their game. I think that makes my job easier. Now we've got a new table, a guy in the team. I'm going to have to see where I put him in my drawing. He's really, really fast. I want to take advantage of his speed. But let's see if we can take advantage of the La Liga matches that we've got now and try and get more comfortable in them. So how do you feel about this difference of what's happening in King's Cup and La Liga? How do you feel about the support that comes from the fans? Well, I think the fans have been amazing since I've been here. I've had no problems whatsoever, in the stands and training on the street. I've been treated extremely well. I really can't complain.
Y yo creo que eso obedece a que hemos sido, tanto ellos como yo, como a través de los medios de comunicación que están aquí, pues transparentes. Nunca
And I think I've been pretty transparent, you know. I've never looked for to be liked by anybody. I've never tried and pass the blame onto other people. When I said today that the rival was better in the second half, that's the truth. But yeah, other Mexican phrases to teach the fans. Yeah, I'll write some down. I think I should do that. So it's your third semi-final as a coach in the King's Cup. So you had to come back after the Recreativo in 2003 and in 2005 too, after beating Atletico Madrid. So what does it mean to go into the other round on a 0-0 at the moment? Well, I think we're going to struggle like dogs. That's what it means. It's going to be an absolute kicker. Well, there you go. The last sentence there from Javier Aguirre. We're going to struggle like dogs, he says. But we know what we're like here in Mallorca. We know that we are always up for the struggle. So let's go over our next matches now. Before we come back to the other semi-final, we have this Sunday at 4:15, Mallorca versus Rayo Vallecano. Then we receive Real Sociedad here for La Liga match on Saturday the 18th of February Sunday the 18th of February, at 6:30. And then Saturday the 24th of February, 6:30 against Alaves. And then we've got that semi-final second round in Anoeta in Real Sociedad at 9:30. And then Sunday the 3rd of March, we are playing at 6:30 once again. So thank you to everybody who's been with us today. Thank you to Johan, thank you to Chisco Campos. And just before I leave you, something that I will leave you with is what Javier Aguirre just said. I think it's a good idea not to think that we're out of the competition, and I think it's a good idea to think that we're still alive. See you next time.